grow so shook and grown. Disobedience turned their hearts to stone. Rejected, lost in the zone. Now they're paying rent in Hades' bone home. Both crackheads, no shelter in the night. Underworld gates, that eternal fright. Denials echo through torturous flight. Only face facts could have saved their plight. Lightning crack, no way back. Lost souls on brimstone track. Ignorance, gotta pay the toll. Zeus truth,
Greetings.
face the dole. Charon's boats too full to float. Whales of the foolish on the underworld moat. Denied Olympian decree nothing.
Good morning, CC.
Eternal chains, no antidote.
Show
Gods convene, truth unseen.
Saskman, knock it off.
Whisper, lost soul scream.
I don't got time for that.
Or drown in the stream. Zeus wrath, a cruel dream. Dreams of torment echo loud. Lost in sulfur, desperate, proud.
Hey!
Watches from Olympus
What I do?
cloud. Rejected truth, their fates avowed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
Convene, no way back.
Hey, hey.
Lost souls on brimstone track. Ignorance, gotta pay the toll. Or face the dole. Charon's boats too full to float. Whales of the foolish on the underworld moat.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. All right, you know exactly why we are here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday, all right? You ain't got no job, right? Some of you don't, right? You know exactly who I'm talking to. Good morning, Ange. Nice to see you. Looking lovely as ever. Tiffany for the people. Ida, Mrs. Brooks, good morning. How are you doing? All right? It's getting too spicy. I ain't even had my coffee. Well, I did, but a lot of you probably need to have yours. Right, CC? Tell him, CC. Don't. And by the way, CC, could you please tell Snuggles that we need to have this conversation, because if he owes you anything, CC, I need to make sure he pays up. All right? WCC in the chat. Trying to get to know you while you're thinking that I'm asking. My sound is supersonic. I done came so far. Really, I have. It's just another day in the Golden State. Shout out to the Golden State. You know, it takes cut the drama and give it my all and follow through on what I promise. And even if I fail, at least tell them Ange. W Ange in the chat. Good morning. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show once again. We are in the infamous Thunderdome. I'm your host. I'm your pilot, and you know exactly why we are here. But before we get into that, let's take care of some housekeeping items. For those of you who don't know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Let me answer that question for you. The first H is because I'm honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. The second H is because, well, I'm humble. I'm the most humble person on social media. And then the last and the final H is because you've guessed it, I am and will always remain the most handsome. Let's go. And you all know exactly what we do over here on this side of town. We continue to hold those on the right accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds, as well as their crimes. Do you know what I'm going to add? I'm also going to add ignorance, right? WCC in the chat. All right, thank you for the subscription. I really do believe Trump supporters suffer from cognitive dissonance at this point. Conversations with all of you, it almost seems futile at this point, because look at the way that this country is headed. I'm going to repeat myself again. We are heading towards a recession. A 1929 style depression, one like we've never experienced in United States history. And you know who's going to drive us there? This guy and his billionaire friends, these tech bros. Oh my gosh, yeah. And the funny thing about all of this is you. And you know exactly who you are, all right? The fake media won't tell you, but I'll tell you. You Trump supporters, you voted for this. You are some of the most ungrateful. You know what? Before I get into this, let me get this out of the way. If you have a problem with the truth, or as my good friend Brother Swervin likes to say, you're lactose intolerant, do me a huge, huge favor. Leave this live and go on about your miserable lives. Seriously, because I could care less where you go. As far as I'm concerned, you can go to hell. All right? But get this, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
You hear that? You hear that, you Trump supporters? It never ceases to amaze me how uninformed, how unintelligent you Trump supporters are. Here we are, right before Donald Trump takes over being the president of the United States of America. And we are so far away from that conversation that we were having before the election. My fellow Democrats out there, remember before the election, I was better off 4 years ago. You remember that lie they told us? Oh, you were so much better off under the Trump administration. No, you weren't. You were not. You all know how the Trump gas was cheaper. Well, okay, of course it was cheaper because guess what? We were in a pandemic and people were sitting at home. Kids weren't going to school. The demand for gas was super low. No wonder the gas prices were cheaper. And the government was printing money like you wouldn't believe it. But what could you do with the money? You couldn't go to a nightclub. You couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't travel, couldn't go on vacation. But you all lied. Oh, we were doing so much better 4 years ago. So here we are, getting ready to pick up where we left off with the previous Trump administration. Thank you, Joe Biden, for at least rescuing the United States. Thank you, Joe Biden. I looked at the news today. What did they say? Interest rates for our mortgages, they're about to start going up. They say Trump's economy is inflationary at best. Does anyone in the audience know what the word inflation means? Any of you Trump supporters? I know Democrats understand what inflation means, but do you Trump supporters honestly understand what the word inflation? Let me break it down for you because yesterday's live we had David. You all remember David yesterday? David yesterday, he's a Trump supporter. He did something that I would say was pretty impressive. He found some graphs on the internet and he managed to take Obama's economy. This is what this Trump supporter did yesterday. He took graphs that really showed how successful President Obama, a Democrat, was in terms of rescuing the United States economy. And I had my good friend Val up here schooling him like you wouldn't believe him. I mean, Val had him on the ropes. TKO, bing, bing. I should have had a bell up here. He had no clue what he was talking about, but he tried to say Donald Trump helped the United States economy, and it was a lie from the pits of hell. And then at the end of that, you know what he says? Oh, I voted for Obama. I told you that. No, you didn't, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give David another round of boos and shame. I don't like liars. I really
don't. Silence, you MAGA.
A lot of you are saying, well, Zeus, did you come prepared and this is where you get your talking points? No, this is what we call a freestyle in the hip-hop world, MAGA. It's so easy for me to just freestyle, wake up every morning and unleash hell and fury on all of you because you all have no clue what you've done to this great country of ours. So I did post a video about this, but we'll get into it in a little bit. Elon Musk, Laura Loomer, and a bunch of right-wing activists on X, the platform of free speech. Do any Trump supporters still believe X is a platform of free speech? You should have seen what was happening on X yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. But before I cover that, we got to get our daily update, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of Trump's mass deportation plans. Because make no mistake, I look very forward to these mass deportations. Throughout the campaign, I was fighting it. No, please don't vote for Donald Trump. Why? Well, because Donald Trump's going to implement policies that basically reignite the flames of racism and hatred in this country. He's going to stoke division. No, you're lying, Zeus. You're fear-mongering. So I was against it. But after I saw the results of the election, right, Little Hawk? After we saw the results, 45% of Hispanic people voted for Trump. Women voted for Trump after we were telling you he was trying to take your rights away. I said, you know what? It reminded me of like when I was growing up, honestly. How many of you have, people you grew up, especially like brothers and sisters, and you would say, Mom, Dad, they said don't do that because if you do that, you're going to get in trouble. All right. And now back in the day, I used to, a lot of us, we know what a whooping was, right? Sometimes you have to watch your brother and sister, get in trouble, get grounded, get a whooping. All right. And just let it be what it is so that you can laugh at them when it's over with. Right. And that's what we're going to do. I'm getting out of the way at this point. Y'all want to whoop and go right ahead. And you know what, Donald Trump, go ahead and put a little extra on it. It's that way and make sure it stings, okay? Because you are all in a world of trouble, especially those of you who voted for this mass deportation. Let's get into some daily updates. Trump deportation plan includes new detention centers for families. Yeah, that's a whooping right there. That's a whooping right there. Pow, pow. Get this, an all-expense paid trip to a detention facility for you Trump supporters. Isn't that amazing? Private contractors tracking down immigrant children. Congratulations. Look at all that. It's like that show Cheaters. You ever seen that show Cheaters? But instead we're hunting down immigrants and stuff. You guys voted for this. Congratulations. How about this one? Forcing some immigrant parents to decide whether to leave their United States citizen children behind in the United States. You know what? Hey, honey, this is how they're going to have to do it. Hey, honey, you know what? I'm not here legally and, I am your parent, but this new mass deportation thing, it's a risk to my personal safety and my freedom. So I love you. You could stay, but I got to go. Thank you, Donald Trump.
Good morning.
Hey, Dana, good morning. Homan told the Washington Post immigration authorities will once again put families with children in detention centers when Donald Trump returns to office. That's a policy that was halted by the Biden administration in 2021, and that they begin building new holding facilities for immigrant families to kickstart that controversial process. Homan also says the feds will try to track down nearly 300,000 immigrant children who he characterizes as missing, and that they'd hire private contractors to help locate the children. Immigration experts tell CBS News those numbers misrepresent government data. But Homan acknowledges in the interview some children of undocumented immigrants were born here and are therefore U.S. citizens. Those children cannot be deported, but their parents who are undocumented can be. Homan says it would be the parents' choice whether to let their families be split up. The controversy surrounding family separations just exploded during Trump's first term. His allies have argued it's a deterrence to illegal immigration, Dana.
Yeah, people.
How many of you want to see a deterrence to illegal immigration? Thank you, Donald Trump. Trump girl, you like this? You said, cry me a river. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a MAGA demon in my chat, Trump girl. She says, cry me a river. All right, this is great. You like seeing families separated, Trump girl? Trump girl, let me ask you an honest question. Are you a Christian at all? Trump girl, are you a Christian? Just put a yes in the chat. I'm at a point now where I just think it's a waste of time talking to you. I just need to know what you are, all right? Who sent you? Did the good Lord send you, Trump girl, or did Satan himself, the demon? Which one is it, Trump girl? You know what, ladies and gentlemen, let's just do it right now. I didn't want to do it, but I might as well. Let's go ahead and send Trump girl straight to the lake of fire, all right? Where she belongs, in hell. Let's warm it on up. There you go. See, Trump girl, this is for you. Unfortunately, the truth is not in you. You're a liar, and you're full of corruption and evil. I don't know where you came from, but you need to go back there, all right? Because I don't want to be around people with that kind of energy. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and send Trump girl straight to the lake of fire.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
James Barlow, why you lying about everything? That's not what the plan is. Stop getting your news from The View. James, I don't know what planet you're on, James, but I would encourage you to go listen to Donald Trump's rallies and listen to the speeches and listen to these surrogates that he has around him, James. This isn't rocket science. The View is picking up the same information that I'm able to pick up, but we all go to the same source. You're a cult leader. You know what, James? You know what you ought to do, James? Do me a huge favor, James. Come on, come close to the screen, James. Could you put your face next to the screen for us, James? Come close. And I got a huge assignment for you, James. Delete TikTok and get a job. Ladies and gentlemen, let's send James straight to the lake of fire.
Silence.
Get out of here, James. Nobody cares about you.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Hey, James, do me a huge favor and just sit your special behind down and listen to this special broadcast. You just might learn something. I've talked to every MAGA demon, every demon-filled Trump supporter on TikTok, and you are all the same, a disgrace to this country. Seriously. Now, speaking of what I wanted to get into, what I wanted to talk about is obviously this infighting that's going on with Elon Musk and Laura Loomer. How many of you are actually following this thing? All right. So let's get to let's just do what I like to call a quick overview. So obviously this is about immigration in this country and the H-1B visas. All right. We're all supposedly you know, and I'm going to tell the Democrats, honestly, we got to get out of the way. We have to let these people do what they must do to each other. All right. So you fell for it. Oh, Elon, we worship Elon and Vivek. We need to do this Doge thing. All right. And that's what it looked like for a minute until Laura Loomer decided, you know what, I gotta push back on this guy, Elon, because he's ruining white America with this H-1B visa. How many of you think Elon is ruining white America with this H-1B business? All right. I mean, in short, from what I've gathered, these tech companies, they need talent. They need some smart Americans in there that know how to think at a very advanced and high level. I'm talking about the brightest of the brightest minds. People, as Vivek said, you know, that didn't watch Saved by the Bell when they were growing up, the Simpsons and the Power Rangers, and, you know, weren't into being more of the stud in high school, right? You know, the stud. And, you know, the one that got all the attention. He doesn't want those. You want the nerds. That's what he says. We want the people that had no social life, all right, and looked at computer screens all day and learned how to program and code and become engineers. Those are the people that we want to bring into this country. And by the way, they're not white. They're brown-skinned people, all right, and pay them a lot of money, over $70,000, $80,000. All right, to help us make billions and billions of dollars off of you, all of you out there who are crying at home watching Fox News and blaming the Democrats. Laura Loomer decides she's going to call Elon out and remind Elon, you weren't with us from the beginning. You know, you weren't in the gym shooting with us. You all know the song, right? You weren't shooting in the gym with Donald Trump back when they tried to unalive him. You know, she went deep on him, all right? And she's basically created this rift on X where there's a faction of Trump supporters saying, Elon, get out of the way. You're not really MAGA. And then you got the other side saying, but this is Elon Musk, a billionaire. Oh, my gosh. And ladies and gentlemen, by the time I went to bed, this started in the morning, and I'm paraphrasing quite a bit. I just say, go over to X and look at this. And it's blown up where it's no longer just Elon and Laura Loomer, all right? I mentioned Vivek. He's in it. He insulted every single Trump supporter by saying you all pretty much are mediocre at best. And that was actually being nice. I don't think a lot of you Trump supporters deserve that. So Vivek insulted MAGA. Elon basically insulted MAGA. Laura Loomer and the rest of her friends all insulted Elon. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? What did this all turn into? Well, their accounts, their accounts lost the blue check mark. They lost their ability to get subscribers. They've been demonetized on X. Thank you, Elon. We could care less about these losers. Yeah. So guess what? I didn't see them go, well, this is Joe Biden and the Democrats. This is Zeus's fault. No, they're going at each other. One user that I wanted to play his video about last night, he couldn't even sleep. This is so sad. This guy couldn't even sleep. I don't even know who these characters are, but I decided, you know what? We got to get this on the record. Who is this? Owen Schroyer. How many of you know who he is? He put out a sad video. It's 12 minutes long. I'm not going to play 12 minutes of this video, but I want you all to go check him out and listen to what he said. Because this is after he said, I didn't even do anything, Elon, but you're going to take my ability to get money on this platform and you're going to restrict my profile because I'm connected to Laura Loomer. You're just going to get all of us, Elon? So he couldn't sleep last night. All right, so let's listen to what Owen Schroyer says real quickly. All right, guys.
I'm going to tell you everything I know about the current phenomenon of censorship on X. Yes, that's what I said. Censorship on X. Now let's explain what's happened and how we got here quickly. And there's another issue that kind of ties into that with the discrepancies in the payouts.
Oh.
But that's nothing compared to what's going on now.
Oh.
With potential mass censorship. Because this...
W. Rick in the chat. So, he's being clever because he doesn't want to come right out and say, Elon, you're doing mass censorship, because he's also afraid of what Elon might do to him. More so, Elon's already struck him. He doesn't want to get struck again. So he's putting himself in a space mentally where he's not directly saying Elon did this to him, but he's definitely expressing a lot of concern about Elon, all right?
Feels like the beginning stages of censorship on X. It feels like early stage censorship on X. In the last, say, 48 hours, a major and important debate has broken out on X. And that is really about immigration, censoring around H-1B visas and foreign workers replacing American workers and all the other ins and outs of that discussion and debate. It's been a very heated debate. It's been going on for the last 48 hours. Now, this is healthy. Our republic thirsts for real debate. We have been caught up in vapid discussions like transgender rights and trans kids. None of that should exist.
Oh, so now he's coming to his senses. We've been thinking about things like transgender rights and, you know, the LGBT community. Those aren't really the big issues. We finally got to a real issue. Congratulations, MAGA. This is why I say Democrats. We just got to let this thing play out, all right? Because this is what's needed.
Been real.
Morning,
we've
Q-Dog.
been caught up in just having to say basic truths like our border is wide open. And so we've been caught up in these vapid, trivial, false narrative debates, and our republic is thirsty for real debate, and we're finally getting it. This is a real debate about foreign policy and immigration, maybe the two most important issues of our time, in fact. And so we're having this debate, and then tonight there is a wave of people who have their badges and their verification check marks removed, myself included. Now, let me just tell you what I know personally from talking to other people and then with my situation. Laura Loomer seems to be the genesis of this. Go figure. And she got into it about foreign workers and immigration, specifically with Elon Musk. And then she got her badge and verification removed. Now, since then, dozens of others have, including myself. There is a direct correlation with a group that she was affiliated with, that I also happen to be affiliated with, who got entirely wiped out. All check marks and badges and verification removed from the entire group. And it appears to be just because of Laura Loomer, or the attack, or the censorship, whatever is happening to Laura Loomer. Now, I've spoken with, or I've seen, they've shared information, the leaders of this group. They have not violated any terms of service. They've not been giving any notifications of any reason for any of this.
Right.
They've not missed a payment. So there's no reason why this group should have lost its badges, its verification, its premium status. Should not have happened. So it appears to be this is all about Laura Loomer.
Oh my God.
And Musk has put out statements talking about group censorship and attacking groups, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of open for interpretation. I can't really claim I understand it. He tried to clear it up with a follow-up post. Still doesn't really make sense. The people at the group I'm affiliated with that just got hit with this claim that it has nothing to do with us. So I don't know. That's open for interpretation. Maybe it plays into this. Maybe it doesn't. But it's not limited to this group. I've talked to other people, and you can go look at other people who have also lost their verification status, also lost their badge, also lost their premium account, and now it's up for review. That's all I got, by the way. I just got sent a notification from X that said my account was under review, and everything was removed. Premium status, verification badge, and check mark. All removed. It's just saying your account is under review. Doesn't say any violations, doesn't say anything I did, doesn't flag a post, nothing. Now, the only thing that seems to be common in all of this, the only thing that seems to be common is the individuals that got hit today were all critical of mass immigration. That seems to be the only thing common here. And I think that that's undeniable. Now, I won't assume anything.
Here he goes.
At this point. I won't assume anything yet. But we can look at what's available for anybody to observe, for anybody to witness. The people who were critical tonight of mass immigration and foreign workers coming in are the ones that got hit with, you could call this light censorship. Because when you remove your premium status, your verification, check mark, your badge, you get taken down as far as priority on X is concerned. So this is a way of shadow banning. Now,
you know what? You all should be able to go watch the rest of this video. This is a video. This video, I tell you, I slept like a baby. It's almost like he's struggling to wrap his mind around the truth that Elon Musk, his platform, is ran by Elon, and that all of you, you're not like him. If you're not on message on X, he's gonna nip you in the butt, get you right on out of there. He's struggling to wrap his mind around that, because that means he has to go to that next level where he goes, I was getting on the Democrats about Twitter censoring, Hunter Biden's laptop. You know how they like to bring that up. But now I'm over here on X acting like it's good over here. It's all good in the hood. But now I'm realizing I've been played like a fiddle. And this is the lesson for all of you Trump supporters. This is before Trump is even inaugurated. Do you all see what's about to happen the next 4 years? Let me ask you Trump supporters once again. Were you really better off 4 years ago? Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these Trump supporters another huge round of booze and shame, and let's send them straight to the lake of fire, because they don't get it. I know a lot of this went right over their head, but I'm going to do it anyway. Congratulations, MAGA. You've played yourself right into Elon Musk's hands. You have no voice. You are nothing more than vassals of transgression for Elon, and if you do not listen to Elon, he'll deplatform you. Let's give you all a round of booze and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
That makes me laugh. And you all know I don't really like to laugh on TikTok, but it did make me laugh to know that a lot of you so-called Trump supporters you won't have a big voice over there on X. That made my day. That's the best Christmas present I could ever get. Yeah. Seeing all of you have to zip it. Yeah, and just suffer. I don't want to hear a Trump supporter crying. I was actually, if it wasn't him crying, I was mad that he actually has an audience that listens to him. But you know what? It is what it is. All right, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't got all day. Are there any Trump supporters out there that would like to come up in the box real quickly and apologize for voting for Donald Trump? All right. I mean, because that's what this show is really all about. I've done what I needed to do. All right. Now it is time for the American people to honestly hear from you. All right. Somebody says Trump is my daddy. Barbara. No, he's not. Barbara, come on up here, Barbara. I'll talk to you. All right. And don't worry, Barbara. I've gotten it all out of my system, so you don't got to worry about me, doing what I do it, because I could do it. But I honestly want to hear from you, Barbara. Why are you in my chat saying Trump is my daddy when you just witnessed what I'm talking to you about? Do you understand Donald Trump is about to rake you over the coals, Barbara? Huh? Do you know that? Are you understanding this? Do you understand Donald Trump still hasn't said a single thing about this feud? Why do you think Trump hasn't said a single thing about this feud? Right? You're not thinking. You all got played. And I'm trying to actually, and it's making me actually quite thrilled. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Trump supporter. I'll bring you right on up here because Elon owns him. Yeah, he can't say, he can't say anything. Oh, I mean, that's another way of looking at it, right? Donald Trump, he's been bought and paid for by Elon. He knows exactly how this is going to go. You should too, but you're too unintelligent, all right? And I know why you all do this. Who do we have next? Put a 1 in the chat or send me a guest request if you're a Trump supporter, and I will bring you up and we will get to the bottom of why you still believe in this man and his lies. But I don't think most Trump supporters, because we've talked to quite a bit of them on this app, right, ladies and gentlemen, I think they've all figured out that it's getting to a point where it's difficult, honestly, to justify supporting Donald Trump. Right, Curtis? All right. The Trumpers in the chat, all Trumpers in the chat, front and center, please put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right on up here. All right. Is there something front and center? Please put a 1 in the chat. I'll bring you right on up here. All right. Is there something you want to get off of your chest this morning? Come on up. Yeah. They always have a lot to say. You know what they do? As soon as I'm about to get off, they'll send me a bunch of guest requests. Every time I'm about to get off my show, they'll send me a guest request and they'll say, I want to get in there and I want to talk to you, Zeus. You had all morning to talk to me. Why are you so scared? Are you all realizing that you voted for a con man, a con artist? Are you all realizing that there are consequences for voting for somebody who is lawless? Is this where we're at, MAGA? Is this where we are? All right. Yeah, go ahead, please. We don't got all day, right? Don't we all want to hear from MAGA this morning? How do you defend the indefensible? That's what the question is right now. How do you justify all of this fighting going on before Trump even is inaugurated, right? And you can't sit back and blame Joe Biden and the Democrats, all those charges. Okay, look at that. Bully Boys towing. Let's go. Thank you, mods. Let's see if we can get somebody up here. Bully Boys towing. If you don't mind, come right on up. We'll lower your taxes. We'll drill like you've never seen. All right. We know how to get you on the right side of history. Stop lying, Zeus. What am I lying about? I don't get it. Don Corleone, you said I lost. What did I lose? Come on up here. We own you, Vicky. Where's Vicky at? Where is Vicky at? Oh my goodness, who is this Vicky? Kamala gift card script. What does that even mean? The billionaire cabinet with their big egos will tear. Uh-huh. Look at this. MAGA is about to find out that we all lost. He doesn't know which way to go. Elon, Heritage, Putin. Don Carleone, come on up here. Come on up here, Don Carleone. Oh, you can't request user? I just sent you a request user. How about that? I just sent you a request. Don't make those excuses. See, ladies and gentlemen, we have a brave soldier up here. I'm assuming user is someone that I haven't talked to before, but we'll get to the bottom of this real quickly. Good morning, Zoe. Good morning, user. How are you?
Good morning. Good. How about yourself?
I'm all right. You voted for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I did.
What part of the country are you in?
I don't think. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I said, what part of the country are you in?
I'm in Iowa. Central.
Iowa. Are you keeping up? Are you keeping up with what's happening right now with your party?
Just what's on. I guess just what's on TikTok here. I don't really watch the news.
You're
too
not
much,
following
but,
what's happening on X?
No, I just heard about that here on your broadcast.
Oh,
here.
I'm glad that I just
haven't,
helped you out with
I
that.
haven't seen nothing about it.
Yeah, well, we do a little different, right? I bring the truth, nothing but the truth over here, all right? So I'm glad that you haven't heard about it, because now we get to basically get your honest opinion about it. What do you think?
Well, I mean, is it a left party? What's the whole deal? Is it?
It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the Democrats, right? This is Elon versus Laura Loomer. All right, the tech bros.
Who's Laura Loomer?
She's a far right influencer.
Far right. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's, as far as I'm concerned, very, very racist. All right, she's all about protecting white America. All right. And she wants Donald Trump to do his immigration bill, which is basically get all the brown people out, all right, as many of them as you can, all right, and give the jobs that those people were working, right? You give that to these Americans who are here in the United States, right? You support that?
Well, I support the deporting people that are not here legally. My wife is an immigrant from the Philippines, and she came here legally. So, I mean, I'm 100% supportive of anybody that's not here legally. I mean, you really got to go through the right process.
What about
you got to obey the laws.
So, what about the people who are here legally working in Silicon Valley? Do you think that we should bring these people in from other countries like, India and China to work in the tech industry, or should we give those jobs to Americans here? Because this is the real issue.
If they're here legally, they should be here.
But why can't you remember America first? Don't you see the issue? There are people who voted for Trump who are clearly racist, right?
Right.
There
is. There is.
Because they're not racist people aren't voting for Kamala Harris, right?
I don't know about that.
No, they're not. The Triple K, those organizations, they're not voting for Kamala Harris.
No, not stuff like that. But
yeah,
the only racism my wife has ever experienced come from Democrat.
What do you mean?
From a Democrat friend.
Give me an example.
That's the only racism my wife has ever experienced in the United States.
That's new. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Give me an example if you don't mind. What that means. What do you mean?
I was talking to a Democrat on Facebook. This is a couple of years ago. Talking to a Democrat on Facebook, a Democrat friend, coworker, and we just have political differences, basically. But he made a comment about the mail order bride. That I've never had anything like that from a Republican friend or a Republican.
So when he made the comment about the mail order bride, that was, in your opinion, racist, and it came from a Democrat.
Right. Because that's assuming that, she's not a mail order bride. That's the derogatory statement against Filipino wives.
But why did you ask why that comment was made, and how did you know that they were a Democrat? And the reason that I asked this is because we got a lot of people out here saying crazy stuff like, I used to be a Democrat, but I voted for Trump. You know what I mean?
He was a coworker. He was a coworker of mine.
So he's in Iowa.
Sure, yeah.
And he's a Democrat.
Yep.
and he's the
There's Democrats
first,
in Iowa.
and he's the first person in your life that you
First and
saw
only.
ever since. And how old are you?
I'm 50, and,
So-
and my
So now
my
this is
wife's
what,
been here.
so you've been living on this earth for 50 years, and your first encounter with racism in Iowa was when
My
you
wife having racism. My wife was 6
Yeah,
years.
so prior to that, you hadn't experienced racism or participated in it at all.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying my wife's first experience of racism in the United States or derogatory or what have you, come from a Democrat.
Where's your wife
I mean,
at?
Huh?
Where's your wife at? Because I doubt that. I seriously doubt that. I'm an expert at racism and stuff like that. From the way I'm listening to this conversation, sir, and I don't know you, but I think the person that may have made that comment, they were a MAGA. They're a Trump supporter.
Nope.
I guarantee you. I got
Nope,
proof.
this gentleman was going to the BLM riots.
The what?
The BLM riots.
The BML, the B.
in
That doesn't.
Minnesota.
No. See, now that's a lie. You see how I caught you? So let's get it straight. You brought this wife of yours around your family members. This is what I'm thinking. And your
Not a family
family members may have said those kind of comments.
No,
all
not a
right?
family member.
Because I'm assuming you come from a family of conservatives.
We are conservative.
Yeah.
Well, my sister's Democrat,
Wait a sec.
hardcore Democrat. My older sister.
Your older sister, your parents,
Yeah.
your aunt and uncles, they're all
Old tradition.
They're old, yeah. So I would imagine you brought this woman into the family, and they probably had some strong opinions about this. Why are you going all over the country? Why are you going all over the world to bring a woman in? You can't get an American woman? I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Because American women cheat. They don't have no morals for marriage.
Oh.
That's why I went overseas intentionally.
And now we're getting straight into the real issues. This is some sick stuff. That's a lie. You do know that,
Not a
right?
lie.
Yeah.
It's not a lie.
Yeah.
It's the way it is. I like
You-
Filipino.
I mean, it's nothing
So,
wrong.
anyways,
No.
if
Listen,
you just sit here and not
user.
believe nothing, I'm just gonna go.
User.
I told you my honest truth, and you just want to depict and fucking not believe.
Wait, wait,
I
don't
just
curse.
opened up to you and told you the honest truth.
We don't curse. We don't
And you
curse
just
on
wanna-
here.
Huh?
What you've done is through talking revealed that you, sir, have misogyny and racism, and I just wanted you to acknowledge
God,
that.
Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go.
I wanted you to.
Democrats are the racists. You guys are the racists. You got to judge somebody from their color. You got to judge them for who they're married to. You got to judge.
No, I
people.
don't.
You guys are the racists.
No.
And that's what you guys don't get.
No.
We Republicans aren't.
You
You guys are the racists.
User, I'm
You're
going to
judging
ask.
me now because I married a Filipino.
No.
Okay,
I'm just going to
done.
ask.
I'm done. I'm not going to sit here and get racist talk to me.
User,
No.
calm down,
So
please.
this be the second time
User,
now that
calm
a
down.
Democrat is judging my wife for being Filipino. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
User, calm down, please. Can we have the conversation?
Well, I mean, where the hell did that come from?
Do you like DEI work?
I don't know what DEI work is.
Diversity, equity, inclusion, anti-racism. All the stuff.
Yeah, sure.
You support all of that.
Well, sure.
Okay. So why is the party you're voting for trying to get rid of that?
Well, they see it as racism in reverse, is what they see it as. Couldn't say I do necessarily.
So you support it. So the party that you're supporting sees that as racism in reverse, but yet you voted for that. But you want to get up here and then say that you're anti-racist. So you're anti-racist.
Yeah. You don't
So-
have to support DEI to be anti-racist. You don't have to support it.
Actually, you have to if you want to actually show you're seriously about being against racism and diversity,
it's
equity,
about a
inclusion, and
level
accessibility.
playing field. I support DEI, whatever, the
How much do you
diversity thing.
how much do you allocate per month out of your personal finance for DEI related work?
None. Why would I?
Okay, so then as far as I'm concerned, it's just all talk. Now, I
Just
want to
all
really,
talk, right,
yeah,
right.
I really want to get back to this though, right? So this is the issue. You voted for a party that honestly supports racism and pushes it out here for
No,
everyone.
They don't
all right.
support racism.
The next
They
thing.
just support equality. That's what you guys don't get is equality.
Jesus Christ. And then the next thing is this. Hold on. Do you think that Elon is right, or do you think Laura Loomer is right?
I don't know if she's that hardcore to the right. Sounds like she's racist. Maybe Elon should do that.
It sounds
I
like
mean, it sounds
Elon.
like she's racist, right?
Yeah, she is racist.
Well, then maybe Elon should ban her from TikTok or from
But
X.
no. You're ignoring the bigger issue. Should the United States invest in American citizens? All right, help them to get those jobs that these people who are coming into the country and they're coming in legally. Should we invest in the Americans, or should we continue to pull from this pool of people who, are foreign? Because this goes against this whole American first narrative that you all voted for. Do you see the issue going on right now?
No. When you're illegal, you're illegal. You should have came in the country the right way. My wife, who is from the Philippines,
why do you keep bringing her
legally,
up?
went through the process, does not like all this illegal entries.
But do you understand?
It demolishes the whole reason why her effort and her expense and her time to become American citizen. It just demolishes the achievement when you have people just coming across the border, budging in line.
Do you at least understand that your wife could still be subject to mass deportation?
No, that's not true. You guys are just stretching the truth on that.
No,
you guys are just throwing that out there.
No, actually, no.
She's here. She's here legally.
Okay, so we've done this on this show before. They've done an exercise in American history before where they've done mass deportations. Are you familiar with that? And when they did that, folks like your wife ended up being, inadvertently sucked into this.
Nah, I'm not worried about it. That's not what Trump's about.
What is Trump about?
Trump's about legal, doing it the right way, not people bumping in line. You have no idea what it takes for a woman like my wife or a person like that come here legally. You have no idea what it takes to do it, unless you are an immigrant yourself or know an immigrant.
Hi, Ange.
Good morning.
Hi, Ange.
I'm sorry.
I brought a friend of mine up here, Ange. I guess maybe there's something you and I were discussing, and she wanted to ask some questions. Are you okay with that, user?
Oh, good morning, user. I had a question. What was it you said your wife was from the Philippines because American women are what?
Well, because I had bad experiences with American women.
Oh, well, you said
and
American
I like Filipino. I mean, Filipino is just more of the culture of the Filipino women.
Well, you said they're cheaters. He said they were cheaters.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm glad
Somebody
you refreshed
put that
my
in
memory. That's what I thought he said.
Thank you, Christina.
Did you vote
not everyone, but the experience I've had is they either want money or if you don't have it, they're gone.
And it's probably not that, buddy. It's probably something else. But so you voted for Trump?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is he a cheater?
It doesn't matter. I don't vote for personal things when it comes to the president. It's about what he does. Now, did he cheat? I don't know. Did he?
Yeah, he did on all three of his wives. Did you cheat on your wives?
Definitely
the one before now? Oh, or were you cheated on by an American woman and that's
she cheated on me.
There it is.
How do you know?
I mean that's a life experience I had. That
user. I got some. I don't want to do too much into your business, but
sure.
When you make accusations about people cheating, I have to ask some questions and say, how do you know?
Look at the marriage statistics in the United States.
Wait, no.
Compared to the Philippines.
No.
All I got to do is look at the statistics.
How do you know she cheated on you? That's all. I didn't ask what statistics. Are you just looking at statistics and you say, well, statistically, she most likely cheated on me, and then you went and...
No, she cheated on me before we got married and after we were married.
How do you know?
I don't know why we got to go into that, but let's just say Facebook posts.
Well, because
now all women are cheaters.
That's the part.
No, definitely not, ma'am.
American women. No, American women. My bad. American women are cheaters.
Definitely not. My first girlfriend here in the United States left me for my older brother. Now we're getting real personal. She left.
That's unfortunate. I wonder why, but that's not my business.
She left you for your older brother. Do you have a problem with your brother? Do you have a problem with your brother? Do you have a problem with your brother now?
Well, my older brother and my first girlfriend are now married. So I
That's a
mean,
fun
yeah, I mean,
Thanksgiving.
most people don't go through that. So I mean, that's probably a major thing in my outlook on who I wanted to marry
So are
next.
you and your older brother still okay? You
I don't
guys
know
have
what
a
you
good
call okay.
like you
I
guys
say
have
him and I are, but not his wife and me.
this is a
Like
nasty situation.
it really is. I didn't
It
expect
is.
it
It
to go
is.
there. I just wanted to kind of wonder why you were saying all, American women are cheaters. I mean, of course, there's a lot of cheaters out there, but
Yeah, I
it's
didn't
not
say
all
all. I didn't
American
say
women.
all. I said American women, and I guess I mean
Oh,
that in general. In general, my general experience, I
my
had good
general
luck.
experience, conservative men are very controlling.
And that's another side of this.
That's
Did you
very
know that?
possible. Yeah, it's very
Are
possible.
are you controlling of the woman you're with now?
No, actually, I think she wears the boots in the family.
Oh, okay. I mean, these are
Phil, Phil,
questions.
yeah,
Now, so
Philippine women are very, very.
Mm.
What would I say?
but don't you think the way you're generalizing Filipino women is an issue as well? I mean,
That,
you right, Ange? Am I getting this right?
yeah, and
Because
I think I know where he's going to go with that, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Let's let him finish and see what he thinks Filipino women are.
they're very cultural.
Cultural.
Hmm. And they're family oriented, for the most part. Well, of course, you got
well,
your scammers and all that.
so I'm putting the pieces together, and I'm going. Trump didn't marry an American woman, correct?
He what?
He didn't marry an American woman, right?
Oh, I think she's an immigrant. His current wife.
Yeah, his current wife. And you kind of got the same thing going on.
Sure. Yeah, I suppose.
Is it and like Ange suggested earlier, Trump actually did cheat on his wives. I didn't even think about bringing that up, but he was never loyal to his women, to the women he was with.
Yeah, I don't know that, for sure. I suppose, but you gotta think about it this way though too. He's a billionaire. I mean,
Uh,
I'm
wait, so
just
he can?
he's a
Wait,
billionaire.
so
I
it's
mean, I
okay.
mean, no, I'm not saying it's okay. It's,
Okay.
I don't really care what his private life is. I care about what he does in office.
But we're getting down so because it's helping me understand why you voted for Donald Trump, right? And I think part of you see yourself when you look at that guy. You're trying to
No,
basically duplicate his lifestyle.
no, no. You think I worship this man? No,
yes.
no,
No,
not at all.
you all do.
Well,
Not at all.
so
Well,
you
one,
know.
I married my wife before Trump ran for office, so I don't know what you mean there.
Okay, well, let me ask some. Are you a man of faith?
Yeah, I'm a man of faith.
Yeah. So maybe you can help all of us understand because I would imagine a person that's been through a lot of the things you've been through, you would have a little more judgment and discernment about the people you are affiliated with, right? In other words, I don't think you would engage in a relationship that pretty much would be a repeat of what you've already been through because you know
No,
how that's going to
definitely
turn
don't want
out.
to repeat.
You don't
No,
want to do
but
that.
I trust until my trust is broken.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold you to that. You know Donald Trump cheated on Melania, all right, and the Stormy Daniels thing. You know he got convicted. You know he was impeached twice, correct? You know he was indicted and all of
Those are
that.
those are so funny. Those are so funny.
No, no, no. But it speaks a lot about your ability to make decisions about the right people to be with, right? And surround yourself with. You see where I'm going?
Do you think Biden didn't cheat on his wife? I mean, I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying I got any proof, but they're rich people. They're on the end.
Wait, so you think rich people cheat, or that
Yeah,
it's okay? It's
yeah. I'm
okay
not
if
saying
they
it's
do.
okay. I'm not saying it's
But
okay.
you
I'm
can't.
saying they
This is the
do.
second time now you've gone back to
They do.
money and cheating. So
Yeah.
can you explain that? I'm a little confused.
When you got money, you get what you want.
Oh, oh,
Do you have money?
No,
How much you make a year?
I'm not gonna divulge that.
Just give me an approximate. Over 100,000.
Yeah, just add 100,000.
So you got money. You can do whatever you want.
No, there's a difference.
Okay. So the
100
reason
grand isn't
what
having money. 100 grand is getting by in this economy.
does your brother make more than you? Your older brother.
Lose ya? still there?
Does your older brother make more than you?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I said, does your older brother make more than you?
Probably. I don't know. I assume he does.
Does your wife make more than you?
No.
That's
Oh,
the power control thing. So you are a controller because if she made more than you, no, because
No.
no
If she
user,
made
I'm
more than me,
helping.
I stay home and take care of the kids. I have no problem with that.
And then again, that's manipulation. A man should work. Come on
oh,
now.
and she's home with the kids,
That's her
right where
choice
she
if she wants
belongs.
to or not.
Oh,
No, she works. She works because she wants to work. Because I'm not going into that. That's too personal. But she does what she wants with her money. She has a specific reason why she works and wants money. And that's her money to do what she wants with. But you guys totally don't understand the Filipino culture.
well, I'm just trying to understand you, and it's nice that you're willing to open up your heart to all of us the way that you're opening it up. But I want you to understand there are a lot of legitimate concerns that I have listening to this. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around how could a man who's been through all the things that you've been through go and endorse a candidate that doesn't uphold the same values as you do, especially considering yourself to be a man of faith. You see where I'm going with this? This
Well,
is to me
his
why this
personal life
country is
not my business.
no, but actually it's our business.
But
It
it
says a
certainly
lot
can
about
be.
his
Certainly
character,
can be.
sir.
If you wanna judge that, certainly. But what I'm looking at is America needs help.
He has
I'm
no
tired.
morals and no decency, and he is an essay and you're okay with this? I
He's
don't
not
want
an
to hear.
essayer.
W
He's
Yeah,
never
Ange.
been
no,
convicted
no,
of
he
essay.
is.
W Ange.
He is.
Thank you, Ange. W
He's
Ange.
been
He's
found
been found
liable
liable of sexual act,
for
not an essay.
sexual abuse. He's been found liable for
Sexual abuse. Hmm.
That's what I said. And okay, oh, that's so much better, right?
No,
So
no,
so no,
you guys.
you guys like downplay it. It's like no, it wasn't rape. It was only sexual abuse because that was so much better, right? It's just that's disgusting.
And how much
That's
evidence
how
was Trump
you.
able to put into the court?
Did he get the outcome user that he was supposed to
Well,
get? Come on, let's just not play
The
those.
what? The what?
Did he get the outcome in that case that he wanted? Yes or no?
I have no idea. What do you want?
He should have wanted to have been exonerated, right? He wasn't exonerated. He was found liable, essay and defamation, to the tune of $80
Hmm.
million. So your narrative doesn't work over here. It is
This is
what it
from a
is.
woman that has accused other men of the same thing.
The
and
Is
evidence,
it not?
it was a
Is it not?
jury. It was a
Is she
jury.
not?
It was a
what's
jury.
wrong? Right,
So you don't think a woman can have multiple people that have done things
exactly.
to her?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. With a billionaire, yeah. I'm sorry, my opinion on that, and that's just my personal opinion. She's
So
out
Your
from under.
personal opinion sucks.
Well, sorry.
So user,
I
this is
mean,
what this
everybody
is
has a right to their personal
user
opinion.
user.
Pathetic.
This is why we're in the situation we're in as a country because
What situation? I mean, I think we got good things going on.
no
There's
you
not a single Trump supporter. You will not find a single Trump supporter out there who regrets voting for Trump.
I, I'm
You guys are all saying this on TikTok. No, you guys are just creating an issue
So,
so that you could stop his presidency like you guys did in 2016. You know, that's
we're,
that's what
we're,
that's
we're
here
what
we
not
you do.
go.
even
The
Fight
common
back, and
man
stop
coming to
stop.
bat for the billionaire that doesn't care about you. Y'all want his
He doesn't care about
lifestyle.
me.
No, he doesn't. Y'all want his lifestyle, rich and famous or whatever, and then you think you can do whatever you want with
I don't
women
want his
because they.
lifestyle.
No,
thank
you
you.
do. You do. Because you all
See,
want
you guys just
you,
fill this
multiple
shit
times.
up with what you guys
Oh,
say.
keep it
Multiple
I am
clean.
times.
happy with my wife and
No,
two children.
you're not happy
With my
with your
family.
wife. No, you're not
Yes, I
happy.
am.
No, I promise you, you're not.
Oh, you're not happy. You're not happy.
I,
Okay, here we go.
You
You know my
seem like
life
a
better
very
than I
happy
do.
person.
look at this. I'm gonna be honest with you. How do you look at
Well,
your
you done
fam?
nothing.
How do you look at
Go
your
ahead. Sorry.
family? How do you look at them and say this guy, Donald Trump, reflects our values? It doesn't add
I
up.
don't.
You have to be
I don't.
you don't do
You
it
think I
because
ever say that with Biden?
Would
why
you
are
leave
we?
your wife alone with Trump?
My wife,
Would you leave
if she
her?
was a citizen yet, would vote for Trump. Yes.
Wait, what?
If my wife was a citizen, she would vote for Trump.
Oh, I thought she was.
That's not what
Not
she
yet.
asked you.
Not
She
yet.
asked you, would you leave your wife with Donald Trump, the billionaire, knowing billionaires can have whatever they want?
Right, that
What
was my
now?
point.
Would you
What?
leave your wife in a room alone with Donald Trump, knowing billionaires, as you said, can do whatever they want? Because when you're a star, they let you do it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
What?
You would leave her there.
I trust my wife with 100%.
They just don't even ask. They just move right in on him like a bee, right? And that's okay because he's a celebrity and he has a lot of money. And you've mentioned multiple times this whole money thing about how, well, they're a billionaire. So, I mean, that's how it goes.
So
They
you
don't
don't
get
have
what they
any.
My
want.
wife were to
He does.
do something that she shouldn't, then
This is the most
on her.
bizarre
Yeah.
conversation, Ange, that we've had. I've never had a person come up here and spend this much time talking about their wife being from another country. I mean, this is, to me, it's coming from a place of trauma. But it also speaks volumes.
Immediately as I stated that, you're talking about me being racist and all that.
Well,
And so
you are
shaped
because
this
you
conversation
intentionally went
around
for
this.
you intentionally went to go get a woman from the Philippines. That shows
How's that
me
racist? Racist
because
in reverse, right?
that
Isn't
shows me
EIE?
no that because it didn't say I fell in love with this woman. Blah blah blah. It was I'm consciously not including these groups of women. That's why I'm saying it's racist.
No, I searched for my wife in the Philippines.
You're a
That's it.
misogynist too.
And that part too.
Wow,
Yeah, and so
See, look at these names. You guys
Listen to
throw
what
out.
you just said about
What?
all American women, about these American
I didn't
women.
say all American women, lady.
Yeah,
I'm
you
tired
did.
of this.
My
I have
name's Ange.
bad experiences where my brother took my first girlfriend.
Okay,
something
we've
you
been
guys
through
don't
that.
even
I'm
know
so sorry.
about.
Move on.
And
You
so
gotta
I
get a little
decided to go
tougher.
to the
Move
Philippines.
on.
Can we drop the whole thing?
So you decided
mean-
to go to a whole other country because American women here must cheat because
Have you
your
had
brother.
a sister take your boyfriend?
What?
Your first boyfriend? Your sister take your
Sir,
first
how
boyfriend?
long ago was this? You, sir, do we
It
have
don't
a therapy
matter.
session?
It don't matter. You
instead?
guys are going on way too much personal shit. So I tell you
But
what,
you
have a
brought
good
that
life.
up as your
There is not a
reason.
single Trump supporter out there that regrets voting Trump. Not one. Not one. That's
You
all I
okay?
really
Then
wanted
you
to say.
all have
That's it.
issues. Then
You okay?
No
You know what?
decency.
No, you know what I gotta say, user. It seems like you have no problem taking your frustration out on the women, but you really should talk to your brother and get to the bottom of why he's just basically profiting off of your hard work. All right, that's the best thing to
Well,
do.
because he couldn't get a woman. I mean, that's why.
Well, it looks like he
You
could,
got yours.
Not mine. Yeah, sure.
right?
I
Bring
mean, I'm
him.
not trying to be rude, but
I can't wait for you to bring your
Well,
next
when you
mission.
bring when
Let me ask you a question.
when
Would you
somebody's
leave?
shy,
Would you
they-
bring?
they-
So let me think. I just thought of something. You would leave your wife alone in a room with Donald Trump, a known predator. Would you leave
but
your
not
wife?
my brother.
Would you
Not
would?
my brother. I wouldn't. No.
what?
Get that. Understand that. Anyway, I'm fine. There is not a single Trump supporter that regrets voting Trump.
Can I, sir?
that?
Is your
I'm
brother
done.
a Democrat? Is your brother a Democrat?
As far as I know, he's a Republican. As far as I know.
Oh, I'm just.
Wow.
wondering, maybe.
Well,
I don't know
even
for sure, but-
even worse. Congratulations.
Yeah.
This because you know why I say he's upholding the Republican values. That's what you do, right? When you follow
There's
a man.
cheaters on Democrat side,
wait,
there's
listen.
cheaters on Republican
User,
side.
user,
There's racists on the Democrat
user,
side, there's racists on the Republican side.
user. You cannot expect people who vote for Donald Trump to have morals, and I think that's the lesson today. All right,
Right.
you run with
No.
wolves. That's your thing. All right,
I
you
got
lie,
morals.
you play in the mud, you get dirty. You know how this works. You're gonna go hang
I
out with a
just-
bunch of people who voted for Donald Trump. You know this guy is immoral, and then you have an issue when people around you do the things Donald Trump does. Have you heard what he does to people who are in relationships?
I've heard everything. And
Yeah.
and-
So with that being said, user,
What? You're not going to change my mind.
I don't
mean,
wanna change
care
your
what
mind.
He does in his personal life. We don't. We don't
Yeah,
care what he does in
but
his personal life.
I get
we
it.
care about the country.
you don't
We care
care
about the
about.
country.
No, you don't.
No,
I can
we don't.
prove. No, you don't. Because if you did,
care
you
about
wouldn't
the
have voted. If you cared about the United States user, honestly, you would have voted for Kamala. All right,
Oh
because
my
you
God,
know,
no. Oh my,
you know it.
She's too stupid. No offense to women, but
Oh, no,
she's
no,
not
no
the,
offense to
the
either
right
of us.
woman to be the first. I mean, this lady here. What's your name? Angie. Angie.
I
So
mean,
you can't
yeah.
read?
Sure, you are probably 10 times smarter than Kamala Harris.
No,
She's just-
absolutely not. She served in all
Oh,
three
yeah.
branches
Oh,
of
yeah.
government. The woman, no.
No.
You know what?
She's
No.
served in all.
She
Wait a
couldn't
minute.
hold.
What?
She couldn't hold anything. She couldn't hold an interview. She couldn't explain anything. She
Can
had
you
all of her
can you
policies
explain
on a
this?
website that,
Listen,
that
wait,
she might
user,
even write on there.
user. You said she lacks understanding. Could you please translate this?
Because of MIT, my relationship to MIT.
Remember this?
Very smart. He goes, I say, what would happen if the boat sank from its weight and you're in the boat and you have this tremendously powerful battery and the battery's now underwater and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there. By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do you notice that? A lot of shark. I watched some guys justifying it today. Well, they weren't really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. These people are crazy. He said there's no problem with sharks. They just didn't really understand a young woman swimming now really got decimated, and other people too. A lot of shark attacks. So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards, or here. Do I get electrocuted? If the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking. Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? Because I will tell you, he didn't know the answer. He said, nobody's ever asked me that question. I said, I think it's a good question. I think there's a lot of electric current coming through that water. But you know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting near the shark. So we're going to end that. We're going to end it for boats. We're going to end it for trucks. The truck.
You hear that, user?
That's the weave.
User, obviously, everything you've been trying to say the Democrats are, we've been able to prove that it's actually the Donald Trump and the Republicans. User, come back. Oh, user, your microphone settings don't work. It says not available. I guess user got in trouble.
Oh,
And you know what? We've heard people saying it, all right?
Drop them, Zeus. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I heard it.
Get rid of them.
Yep.
My ears are on fire.
I'll do it.
They will never learn. Let them burn.
I'll drop them.
Get rid of them now.
All right, I'll drop them.
Drop them, Zeus.
All right.
Get rid of.
Silence! You Silence! You MAGA Daily!
Well, as you can see,
Yeah.
we're not getting the best and the brightest Ange, but I think he's learned a very valuable lesson, and I think we all have, right? Don't bring your wife around your brother if you're MAGA. I think
Absolutely not.
Fair
And
enough.
I think it went deeper than that with him. But anyway, I just, the way he just kept tokenizing his wife and, over and over and over was a little, and then we don't understand the Filipino culture. And I'm sure there's a lot of people right in here that do. So
yeah.
I don't know. He has some work to do, but he is MAGA, so I think
Yeah,
he's
you
got
can't
it.
trust everything that he says, but I do trust that the trauma is real. All right? And
All right.
please get professional help, user. All right? Thank
Well,
you, Ange.
thanks for having me.
You're
on.
absolutely welcome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, W Ange in the chat. No lies detected. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's bring up the next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Shay. How are you doing, Shay?
Hey, good morning. Merry
All right.
Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. This has been a weird past couple of days, wouldn't you say?
It really has been. Everything's just weird. I just I
There,
try to stay off the news because it's just every day is just what
yeah,
country is he threatening today? Holy hell!
but it seems like the fighting within MAGA, right? It's getting to a point now where we're no longer dealing with the normal political issues. There are some real issues going on in the cult. And the last guest and the guest that we had yesterday, we're starting to see the real issues. These people, it's cognitive dissonance, at least.
It is. It is. It's the otherism that they voted for. It's the other stuff that they believed. I don't like men in bathrooms, so I'm voting for this. I mean, just the very small, minute issues that they've blown up or that their side blew up that makes no absolute, effect of their personal lives.
Yeah.
And they say that we vote on emotional issues, but that's what they did, And it's just like all of a sudden it's like their amnesia of what happened.
Uh-oh, where did you go?
Um, their amnesia of what happened during his first 4 years of presidency was in existence. And then now that 25 days before he's in office, they're suddenly starting to remember how chaotic this guy is, how ridiculous he is. I mean, can you imagine another country doing what he's doing to Panama?
Exactly.
Greenland and all this stuff Canada, basically saying we're going to own you, or you're going to be a country, or you're going to be a state, or I don't like the way you're taking my name off a hotel, so now I'm going to go get the Panama Canal back. It just is this wild stuff. Meanwhile, Russia is attacking Ukraine on Christmas Day. But I thought when he, won, he was going to get them to stop fighting. He was just going to make a phone call.
Exactly.
Yep. It's interesting.
We have a brave soul, Shay. His name is Jay-Z. Jay-Z, is that your name?
That's me.
Why did you choose the name Jay-Z?
My initials.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
I got it. I thought you were somehow paying homage to the rapper Jay-Z. You like the rapper Jay-Z?
No, not really. I'm not really much into rap, but that's why. But it's Jay-Z on the TikTok.
Got it. And you voted for Donald Trump, I assume.
I voted for Donald Trump, but I also voted against Democrats.
Oh, okay, so that's a
Kamala,
double negative. That's a double negative. Shame on you.
The negative is the Democrats, and Kamala just represented the entire party, which I don't understand how any American, particularly a black American, could vote for a Democrat. I lived in New York City, and where the education rate for children there is abysmal. I think a third of the children are at grade level.
Oh, good. You got a phone call.
Thank God. It's always interesting when these people like Jay-Z get in the box and try to sound intelligent. Jay-Z, what college did you graduate?
I'm just an average guy.
What college, Jay-Z? Come on, let me lead this
I went
conversation.
to college in New York, majored in accounting.
Okay, you went to
banking.
So wait. Is that a 2-year degree?
No, it's a 4-year accounting degree.
A 4-year? Really? What was that, Shay?
Well,
Yes,
okay,
that's
so I'm a
Bernard
little
Baruch,
confused.
Bernard Baruch College of City College,
Jay-Z,
downtown
are you
Manhattan.
black? Are you a black man?
No, I'm Italian.
Okay, so why are you speaking on black people's issues?
Because I don't understand. I see a lot of awakening among the black community, where I have a lot of friends, and they are
92% of the
totally
black
pissed
women
off
voted for
with the
Kamala,
Democrat
so-
Party and what
Right.
they're doing to their people in the inner cities,
Right,
which you
right.
guys don't even talk about.
Hey,
You want to
Jay-Z,
talk about 30-year-old
Jay-Z,
rape charges against
Jay-Z,
Trump,
Jay-Z.
but not current events.
Jay-Z,
sir.
Jay-Z, we're trying to talk.
92% of black women voted for Kamala, and 82% of black men voted for Kamala.
Thank you.
And that was a big increase in black men voting for Kamala.
It doesn't matter.
Not
Still,
voting for Trump, rather.
82% still voted for Kamala.
And over
Harris.
6 million
That's a
didn't even
lot.
come out to vote for her. I mean, that did not vote. She excited no one. She was an invention of the Democrat Party. She gave up all of her beliefs over all of her life of professional life to say she was for drilling.
Okay, Jay-Z,
and
Jay-Z.
all the other, go
Spinning
ahead.
out of control. here.
Okay, number
We can't
one.
talk, go ahead.
Number one. I'm just going to ask you to stop the race baiting and the identity politics.
I'm just talking truth.
No,
It's not baiting.
Some black people
I know.
With me about the
not
truth.
black.
I know, but listen, Jay-Z, there's way too many knowledgeable folks about what you're talking about, and I'm trying to spare you from getting your behind in a lot of trouble on this platform. Now, admit that you are not as well versed when it comes to these things, because if not, we will have the toughest conversation of your lifetime on this platform. So
I look forward to it.
No,
I
you-
see the people of Chicago.
No.
I see the people of New York. What do you have to be an expert at to
Okay.
understand that people are upset with what's going on in their cities? illegal immigration is
Okay,
a problem.
Jay Z. When did illegal immigration become an issue in the history of this country?
With Obama.
No.
Well, it started in 2013.
I gotta stop it right there. So prior to Obama, the border was in perfect condition.
No, the
Nothing.
border was-
We
the
didn't. We
border was
never had
terrible.
it. So it was before Obama.
We've had it for
Jay-Z,
years.
Jay-Z, how
Going
did-
back to 1930s when they had
Oh!
the first deportation.
Who
during
granted
the
11
1930s.
million immigrants asylum?
They had a mass deportation of immigrants to make jobs for white
Jay-Z,
people and
Jay-Z.
other
The
Americans
asylum
in a
laws,
recession.
Jay-Z. Who created the asylum laws? Who gave 11 million immigrants asylum? What president did that?
Joe
Right,
Biden.
right, Q Dog.
Nope.
Joe
Wrong.
Biden gave 11 million
No,
people
sir. Jay-Z.
asylum.
It was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan did that, sir.
Ronald Reagan deported over 2 million.
And Joe Biden has deported more than Trump ever did as well.
The record there is Obama, but he also did a lot of bad things. Obama deported 5 million.
Jay-Z.
Right.
Jay-Z. You know what you've managed to do,
Care about
Jay-Z?
is brown people being deported? Is that all? Does that pay your bills, Jay-Z?
Well, they're not all brown people, ma'am. I mean, 140 countries had people that came across our border, including over tens of thousands of Chinese that are now on deportation lists. We got 1 million or more that have already been judged by American judges that should be deported, awaiting ICE being able to pick them up and get them out of our country. There are tens of thousands of criminals waiting for
Okay,
ICE
so
to pick them up.
okay, Jay-Z,
And Kamala wants to
Jay-Z,
take
I get
ICE.
it. Jay-Z, I get it. You're scared right now. You're scared. You believe
As an
immigrant.
American, absolutely.
You believe
I see what's
immigrants.
happening to my country.
Listen, Jay-Z. You believe immigrants are taking over your country.
Illegal immigrants.
I get it. I get it.
making the quality of
Okay,
life
okay,
deteriorate
Jay-Z,
in our cities.
Jay-Z. So I have an honest question for you. Why did Donald Trump insist on keeping the border open then?
When did he insist on keeping the border open? He had the border almost closed. He had the 250,000.
Okay, Jay-Z, I'm going to mute you unless you answer the question. So, you know, prior to the election, there was a moment in our country where Joe Biden was asking Trump to come together so they can close the border with a bipartisan border bill.
Yeah, and what was in that bipartisan border bill? How many illegals were allowed to come in?
Jay-Z, you know what was in there? Closing the border.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
You're giving
You know what else was
misinformation.
in there? Technology to catch all that nasty stuff that's coming in through the border.
And you know what was in
being able to
Trump's
hire, huh?
Trump's border wall had technology built into it that Biden never allowed to put in. The
What about
cameras,
Trump's
the
last
sensors.
executive? What about Trump's last executive order that he signed before Biden took over, where he basically deferred the deportation of the Venezuelans, right, because of the conditions going on in that country? Were you aware of that?
Vaguely. I don't.
So he was basically saying, don't deport them because their country is not doing so good and they're safer here. Trump did that.
Mm-hmm. He sure did.
So Jay-Z, I know you did something incredible, right? You managed to go to school and become less intelligent.
Why do you guys always say that to people who aren't alive? You have no
Jay-Z,
idea how intelligent people are.
I could
you
tell.
happen to disagree with us. That doesn't make you smarter.
No, because
It just makes you
everything,
a live
Jay-Z,
creator.
everything that you are trying to make an issue, we can try it back to Donald Trump. And this
the
is
bad
the
schools in New York City. That's Donald Trump. The
What
dope
about-
in New York
what-
City is Donald Trump.
Can I ask you a
The
question?
illegal immigrants taking
Jay-Z,
American jobs.
Jay-Z.
That's Donald Trump.
Jay-Z, what happened to Trump University?
Let's go to about this Trump steaks and Trump liquor. I mean, he had failures. He had bankruptcies.
Tons of failures.
These guys probably worth $4 or $5 billion. I'll take his bankruptcies.
Wait to see what he
for
does
his
for our country.
successes.
It's gonna be fun.
That's how you measure a corporate entrepreneur, by his successes. And the bankruptcies are all learning process. He learned.
Is that what
And she's laughing. The guy's worth $4 or $5 billion. I'm not. You're not.
So
He just put $2.5 billion in trust
So,
from his new
Jay-Z,
social
Jay Z, you know what you're doing, right? You're having
It was a scam, Jay-Z. It wasn't a failure. It was a scam.
you're
That's
having
what
a
all of his stuff is.
you're having a nervous breakdown, all right, and it's expected because this is what happens. Yeah, when
I love you guys.
no, when you
That's
hear the
why I
truth.
listen to your lives.
So Jay Z, let me ask you a question because
Go ahead.
we're going to go down this path. So you voted for mass deportations, and that's fine. Are you on a fixed income, perhaps?
Yes, I am.
How much do you think you bring in per month under President Biden?
I don't know if that's less money, about 20% less
Okay.
in buying power.
Okay. You think? Okay. So what do you say if your grocery prices and your egg prices go up? Would that be a good thing for you, or would it be worse for you?
It's very gone up. They're killing us. Grocery prices and egg prices.
But if they go up more, say you're saying you're feeling like you're unalived right now. But if they go up higher, what would that do to you?
It wouldn't help at all. It'd be a danger.
It'd be a danger.
It'd be a problem.
Thank you. And this is what we're saying. Congratulations, Jay-Z. You voted for your grocery prices to go up even higher.
You don't know that. You're estimating that because he's going to put tariffs in.
I haven't even got. Well, I was talking about the mass deportations, but yes, the tariffs are coming in too. So what they're saying is a person like you, annually, you might have to actually be able to shell out an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a year. Do you have an extra $5,000 or $10,000 lying around?
No,
Jay-Z?
but you know what? I would be willing to sacrifice something further for the good of the country. I don't know. I mean, we sacrificed for the last 4 years, and I lost my account at Twitter because I was a conservative, and they shut down my account.
No, because
my
you were
grocery
saying
prices
things
went
that
up.
were incorrect. Yeah.
My country went down the hill. I would rather go to Trump
Who owns Twitter?
and better times than have.
One thing I'm learning, Shay, is they got these Trump supporters. They have some real issues, don't they?
They do.
These issues you all have. I'm starting to understand how it was easy to manipulate you.
We do have issues. We have a lot of issues with you guys.
Yeah, because I'm listening to you. You came and you said, "Well, Zeus, I'm an
team."
Yeah, you claim to be educated, right? But as we have more and more conversations, it just doesn't seem to be there. And
I don't see where you're so well educated when you're accepting all of the issues that Democrats have created for America. That's pretty dumb in my view.
No.
Joe Biden has fixed the economy and got us out of the pandemic.
He gave us the huge inflation. Are you kidding me, ma'am?
No, he did not give you a.
Do you know what happened in 2022? Were you around then in America when we went through 9% inflation?
Yes, I was around then.
Yeah, when he spent $2 trillion on bullshit.
Keep it clean. We keep it clean, Jay-Z.
He increased the velocity of money.
It got us out of a pandemic.
He increased the velocity of money that gave us the inflation that we suffered.
Are
you familiar with inflation,
ma'am? Back to school.
Or you're just not going to talk
Jay-Z.
about
Do you know that inflation is always inflation has to exist, otherwise we go into a recession. There's always a level of inflation. Okay, but you guys use inflation as this nasty word, right? When we are in the normal range where a healthy inflation exists, thanks to
9% was not healthy.
That's where
man.
we are.
I don't know where you went to school. You're dumb, not me. You're the idiot.
Oh, Jay-Z.
9% inflation is
Sorry,
healthy.
what did I say that was
Zeus,
wrong?
did you hear her, Zeus?
What's the healthy
Jay-Z.
inflation?
Jay-Z, please don't get it. You can't insult.
Between 1% and 3% is a healthy rate of inflation. That's where we normally
2.5%,
stay.
3%.
Okay, Jay-Z.
I said between 1% and 3%, Jay-Z.
I agree with you.
Jay-Z.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
And that's where we are.
Now.
Jay-Z,
It's
I want to
2021 and it has come down. That was 3 years ago, Jay-Z.
We're still suffering those prices, ma'am. The prices have not gone
ago, Jay-Z.
Prices have. Do you understand pricing? Pricing has not gone down, ma'am.
No, and it
won't. Gone up
Jay-Z.
less,
And it
but they
won't.
haven't gone
It's
down.
called capitalism,
That's what's
Jay-Z.
killing people. That's what
you
elected
claim
Trump.
to have an accounting degree,
You're
but
really
yet you
dumb
don't
people.
understand how
You're really
economics
silly,
works.
dumb people.
You don't understand how economics works. Thank you
Teach
for
him.
meeting him. You don't
teaching.
understand how economics works, and you have an accounting major. This is shocking to me.
That's right. It
This is
really is.
really shocking to me.
Jay-Z, what we're trying to
You're
explain to
just
you.
angry. They've done a good job angering you. You
Yeah.
Democrats, you Democrats. I had nothing to do with it. Like, what is wrong with you? We're not on football teams. You know, we're all fellow Americans. We all have bills to pay. We all have families to raise. We all are living our lives in this country. We're no different than each other. We're all trying to survive. We're all
Yeah.
trying to educate our kids. We're all trying to work and save and do things. And so, in reality, yes, there was a spike of inflation. It was no worse than happened anywhere else in the country and under other presidents. You guys make it like Joe Biden was the worst, inflation was the worst under him. No,
You
it's
hear that,
not.
Jay-Z? Jay-Z, W Shay in the chat. Jay-Z, let me hit unmute on you. Jay-Z, please hit unmute real quick. What I'm trying to help you understand, Jay-Z, and this is the part you all like to do. You ignored how Joe Biden became president. The reason Joe Biden became the president that is because of Donald Trump's failure during his first term in office.
And may I say something to that? And also because the FBI held
No,
back
no,
Hunter
Jay-Z.
Biden's.
Nope, I had to mute you again.
FBI.
Jay-Z, let's stop. Jay-Z, hit unmute, please. Let's stop the Hunter Biden nonsense. If Donald Trump would have been better at managing the pandemic, been more transparent with the American people, instead of lying to us and having Americans lose their lives, there would have been, actually in our economy, you saw what happened to our unemployment rate during the pandemic. If none of that would have happened, there would have never been an opportunity for President Biden to become the president. You do understand that, Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z, let's hit unmute. Let's stop the game. And please, do not bring up Hunter Biden.
Why are they so transparent?
And by the way, Jay-Z, after you voted, since you all believe it's okay to vote for felons, I have no problem voting for Hunter Biden. All right? So I want you to understand, if you bring him up, all you're going to do is encourage me to do it again. But I really need you to understand, Donald Trump was impeached twice, and our economy was in shambles. All right? We had a pandemic that was tearing this country to shreds, and all he cared about was getting reelected. He lied to you and made some of your friends attack the United States Capitol on January 6th. So don't get into this lie and all of a sudden go, well, inflation was up under President Biden. Of course it's going to be. What happens after you wreck the car? You got to get it fixed. And guess what that does? That costs you money, Jay-Z.
May I respond?
If you're going to be honest.
Absolutely.
Because
I can only give my honest opinion. You might not accept it.
Jay-Z, even if Trump was the president, because if he got 2 terms, the damage from what happened during the pandemic would have happened on his watch, correct? The recovery would have happened on his watch, correct?
Yeah.
And everything that Joe Biden had to deal with.
Vaccine. He got the vaccine developed.
Yeah, but everything that Joe Biden had to deal with, Trump would have had to deal with. So if you want to make that argument
not
about
the border, not the border.
No, I was talking about inflation and the border. We can go talk about that.
You're wrong there, and I will argue with you on that point. You're wrong because Trump was not going to spend $2 trillion on green nonsense, calling it a Inflation Recovery Act when it wasn't, and even Biden admits it was misnamed.
It was Inflation Reduction Act.
And what that $2 trillion did to the velocity of money, if you understand accounting inflation, the velocity of money got killed. It went from 1 to 5, which means that a lot of dollars were chasing goods that weren't being produced because the economy was down.
What does that even mean? What does that mean, Jay-Z? Because you're just
with the inflation.
It means that dollars were chasing after product that wasn't there, and so people paid higher prices. 9%.
So
on
let me ask a question. Did Trump contribute? Let me ask you a question. Did Trump contribute to our national debt?
Absolutely, $8 trillion.
Okay, that's a lot.
5%.
That's a lot. Half of it was
25%.
COVID.
So this narrative that you're trying to sell me on, I'm not buying it. Trump would not have been more fiscally responsible. He would have been more fiscally irresponsible.
You know what
That's
Trump did this first year?
This is because of, if you know Donald Trump, that's how he operates. Look at what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to take over Canada. He's trying to take over Mexico.
Oh, come
Greenland. How much do you think all of that? He's trying to do mass deportations. Do you know how much all of that's going to cost you, Jay-Z?
Less
And you're
than the
sitting.
environment cost.
No.
Billions of dollars. Billions of dollars.
Oh, come on.
No, it's true.
Trump's initial actions when he first took office,
This is-
he went into a deficit. He had to
Jay-Z.
rebuild the military. Half the Navy planes could not fly. And
So
you
you-
look it up.
So you want Trump to also rebuild the military too. So all of this money, where is he getting it?
America first.
Where is he getting this money from, Jay-Z? And you're an accountant.
Well, we can start with the $1 trillion that Rand Paul just detailed in the Festivus report that you probably haven't read.
Let me ask you this
You
question.
should read the Festivus report.
No.
$1
I'm
trillion
talking
of waste. Drag queen contests or whatever for $10 million. Something with mosquitoes for $200,000. All idiotic things
Drag
add up to over
queen
$1 trillion
contest? Seriously?
of foolish things. Look it up, guys.
Jay-Z.
That's the Festivus report.
Jay-Z. Here's the rub. Here's the deal. Right? Everything you're talking about, you have no proof to support any of that. But we do have
If you
proof.
just Google Festivus report, $1 trillion will come up by Rand Paul, documented department by department by department where the waste was.
and-
you're not even looking it up. 'Cause you
and-
don't care.
And no,
You're
because
the dummy, not me.
Oh God.
I looked it up.
Show us
You
it.
didn't.
All right, show us the information then. Let's go that path.
Well,
all
go
right.
Google
Show me
Rand
the
Paul
green screen.
Festivus.
No. Show me the green screen, Jay-Z.
I don't know how to do that kind of stuff.
Okay, well then you know what? I'm going to put that in the category of Jay-Z's up here spewing lies and misinformation. Ladies and
Some
gentlemen, let's give
beautiful
Jay-Z
lies.
a round. Jay-Z, we can't have you doing that. Jay-Z, we can't have you doing that.
Silence, you MAGA.
One of the things, Jay-Z, listen to here. One of the things that I don't like is when people like you want to get up here and you want to do this off the focus business. And I'm just trying to help you understand it's not going to save your bottom line. You're on a fixed income. Donald Trump's economy is inflationary. And you know what that means. It's going to cost you more money to live in the United States of America. Bottom line. You haven't given me any information about how he's going to lower my grocery prices. You haven't given me any information about how he's going to get those egg prices down. How he's actually even going to follow through with deporting over 11 million people without it costing me an extra dime as a taxpayer. You're not giving me any information. You're just talking about cutting things and saying this and that, but you're not talking about how to replace that revenue with things, all right? Which means we're heading towards what I've been saying, a 1929 style depression. This country's heading off of a cliff. And as a person with an accounting background, supposedly, Jay-Z, you know better. Because you know what the saying is, if you know better, you do better. All right? And guess what? I ran out of time, all right? I got to move it on, bro.
Yeah, you run out of ideas, guys.
No.
You did the same old. You know, he raped this, he raped that, he raped.
Oh, there he goes again.
Raped, all the
yeah.
same old stories that Dean and Parker have been putting out over TikTok.
Oh, sorry, Shay.
for the last
Shay,
2
come
years.
back, please. Shay, I'm so
Goodbye.
sorry, Shay. Send another request. I'm so sorry, Shay. Shay, please come send me another guest request. We weren't done sending him to the Lake of Fire. Where did you go, Shay? Sometimes he just gets too excited, all right? We're warming up the Lake of Fire for you. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we just sent whoever that was, Jay-Z, liar of the day, straight to the pits of hell. Let's give him a huge round of boos and shade. Thank you, Shay.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
This is what happens. He's retired. He's living on a fixed income. He sits in his lazy boy chair and is drowning in right side TikTok and all of the misinformation that has made him angry. I mean, he literally talked about drag queens, money for drag queens, the border, the this and the that. And it just is so sad to me. He doesn't understand that Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and all the billionaires that are coming in to take control of this country don't give a flip about him. He's not going to better his life in any way. He's too concerned with all the outside noises and changes that he doesn't like in his old age. And this is what he does. He meddles. He's that little old man that dodders down the street going, "Oh my God, I remember back in my day, there wasn't a trash can here. And now there's a trash can. And I don't like it.
That part.
Why there got to be a trash can right here on this corner?
That part. Tell them,
That's who he
Shay.
is. Yeah, and this is what happens, to so many Americans, and it's really, really sad. And supposedly he knows about the economy and is an accountant and doesn't understand.
He doesn't know anything. He's a liar and he's possessed. And so, he's going to have to think about what we did to him, Shay. All right. We did a number on him and, I couldn't have done it without you as always. All right.
Thank you. It was a
All right.
pleasure being up here.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, W. Shay in the chat. No lies detected. Yeah. This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do. We tell the truth, and we shame the devil. Good morning. Oh my goodness. Yes, Val. How are you doing?
Oh my Lord.
Yes. You saw what we were dealing with up there.
Oh, I've seen them all. It's been a fun morning, Zeus.
Yeah.
These people. Wow.
Yeah.
90 degree. No economic sense whatsoever.
But why do you think they're struggling to process this information? I mean, yesterday we did a number on these people. That guy, David, are you still here? He's probably traumatized when he sees you, but I think that was necessary, right, Val?
Oh, that was absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
The thing is what these people need to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something we need to understand on both sides of the aisle, to be honest with you. We need to verify our news. We need to verify the stories that we're being told. We need to learn what sources are and what primary sources are. Where, you know what I'm saying, where they come from, how we get real information, because it is hard today.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to get real information. And people like that were just set up here, and and I wrote this down in the comments. He did not miss one single piece of Russian propaganda that has been pushed forth in this country. Not one.
Exactly.
He hit every point. And that is a problem.
Yeah.
And people need to start realizing that propaganda is going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
And we need to bring things back in this country that get our news organizations back under control. That's on both sides.
I completely agree. But see, you got these people like Jay-Z, they watch the Fox News and he goes, "Oh, that's what I'm going to go out and say on TikTok, Facebook, or whatever platform he uses." And he doesn't think about the consequences of that rhetoric, all right? And then when we try to teach them, like we did yesterday, they fight us. This is what's going on in America, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lack of understanding when it comes to the truth.
Well, there's a piece of laziness involved in that as well. We hear it all the time. I work all the time. I don't have time to go look at all this information. I have time to look at my 10 seconds of news, take my opinion off that 10 seconds of news and believe what I want to hear. Or even worse, I want to take it off that commercial I saw, and I'm going to take that off that commercial. Or even worse than that, I got my news from YouTube. I got my news from TikTok. I got my, you know what I'm saying? I'm the first person to tell anybody that's ever been in a live with me, don't believe me. Fact check me. Because then the laziness is gone.
Yeah. Exactly. There's some, wait a second, hold on. We got some liars in the chat, and they seem to think that we don't know what we're talking about. So let me see if I can grab one of these MAGA demons real quick, Val, because what I would hate to do is leave any of them in a space where they can't get the information that they want. All right. This guy right here, him and I, we've butted heads quite a bit, but obviously he's a Zeus fan. He just doesn't want to admit it. And he knows this is probably one of the only places that he can get answers to the questions that are holding him back. Yeah.
Good morning, man.
Yeah, good morning. So
Yeah, give me
why
1 second.
why are you
I would like
upset?
I would like to say I'm sorry. Probably was about 3 weeks. I bumped my head with you. I want to apologize to your followers and everything. You were laughing about my name. That's unacceptable anyway. But I just I don't apologize to you and your people, man.
Fair enough. I appreciate that. This is show business to a certain degree, but it's also educational. All right. And sometimes you got to do those things. I'm talking about what I do in order to keep the show going. All right. So I appreciate the apology, but please tell the truth a lot more. That would really help us out.
So what you want to know?
I want to know why you're upset today. Are you regretting your vote yet for Donald Trump? Have you learned anything from what we're talking about? These are
One thing you got right is I follow you. You are a respectful guy, except for my name. And
well, okay. Maybe I'll take that back. How about that? Let's clear that up. I'm a nice guy. I can be humble. All right. Maybe I was a little too harsh.
I'm gonna accept your apologies now.
That's about as good as I can do. All right. Now let's get back into the conversation. We're talking about the bottom line. Are you now understanding when Trump gets in, it's going to cost you a lot more if his policies actually pan out the way he's describing them?
Well, he ain't in office yet, so you gotta let her go on January 20. We're gonna be in Washington celebrating first. After we're celebrating, we're just gonna be supporting Donald Trump and his government. That's what we're gonna do.
What are we supporting?
Excuse me?
What are we supporting exactly?
I'm supporting deportation. I'm supporting mascot on the government. I'm supporting closing the border. I'm
So you're
supporting
supporting. So you're supporting pulling the ladder up behind you.
That's not correct. That's why you lose, because you keep translating Donald Trump. That's not what he's
That's not
saying.
translating. I'm not talking about Donald Trump, sir. I'm actually talking about you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You say I'm gonna drop the letter behind me because you translate whatever Donald Trump says. That's why you lose.
No, sir. I wasn't talking about Donald Trump. See, you're the one that's trying to push this back to Donald Trump. I'm talking about you. You're the one that said that you support pulling people out of this country
Yes,
that have
sir.
got here.
That's what I support.
Okay,
Mass
you
deportations.
support mass deportation that
Yeah.
actually work, contribute over the next over 10-year periods are almost $7 trillion to this country.
Well,
Okay,
first
this
of
is
all,
what you want. This is what you want to deport from this country. You want to support what's actually keeping prices down right now, which is migrant workers. Okay, you want to support getting rid of those to actually raise our prices and tariffs. So again, when I say you want to pull the ladder up behind you, that is because you do not want anybody to take what you have in your mind.
well, that's I repeat myself. That's why Democrats lose, because they keep translating
Sir, you
everything
can keep
Donald
saying
Trump
that's
says.
why Democrats are losing, but
Yes,
sir,
sir.
what
Let
you're
me
not
talk.
understanding,
Can I talk?
sir, hold on, I want to make
Can I
something
talk?
clear. Yeah,
Can
no,
I
I want to
talk?
make something real clear, real quick.
You already
This
cleared
is
the
why
point. Can I
we
talk?
all lose, sir. This ain't just because how Democrats lose. This is how we all lose. Okay? The
Let
type
me
of
know when I can
thinking
talk,
that you're
please.
putting forth, right now is how we all lose. Not just Democrats, not just Republicans, all of us.
Okay, can I talk now?
You got to think about what he's saying, because this is wisdom. It's not just words. What is it that you want to say? We're trying to make you really get better at what you're doing. Because I understand to a certain degree how you got to where you've been. After hearing a lot of the trauma that a lot of these Trump supporters have been through, it's easy for you. Because they say people without a home tend to fall in love fast. All right, and I think that's what's going on.
Okay. Do you know I'm from Venezuela, right?
You're from Venezuela.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I know that, which is to
Okay,
me the
great,
most bizarre
great.
thing ever.
Okay, listen to me now. Okay, I've been in this country in 30 years. I've been all kind of stuff. The things Biden put this country have been a shame. He let 15 million people get through the border, and guess
Sir, say
what?
that again. Hold on,
Let
hold
me
on.
talk.
See,
Let me
it's,
talk.
no,
Let me
no,
talk.
stop, because
Let me
I'm going to
talk.
stop you when
Man,
you
you can
bring up a
stop me because
number, sir.
you don't have your
When
time
you
already.
throw
That's
out
the thing.
numbers,
No, sir.
sir. Remember
We
when I
got
talked
12
about
million.
facts a
We
minute
got
ago
12
before you
million
came up?
people
Sir,
before Biden. Okay.
sir.
Let me
How about
talk.
this?
Let me,
Well,
buddy. Let me
hold on.
talk.
Let
You
me
already had your
finish. Hold
talk.
on. Well,
Hey,
I'm the
You already
host.
talk, man. Come on.
I'm the host. No one out talks the host. It just has to work that way. So if I have to interject and get things stabilized, that's just what I'm doing. All right. Now, if you're going to throw out numbers, you have to be mindful that there are some of us here that we take that very, very serious. All right. And if there are concerns about that number, we're going to stop you in your tracks. All right. That's just how this goes. And it's not a bad thing. We want to get the number right. So why are you afraid of us validating what you're saying?
Zeus, what he says is wrong. I'm telling you.
How many did
Biden
you
let
say?
15 million people on this country illegal. Whatever you want to call it is illegal. They say the border was closed.
Time out.
We got right now 50 million people here.
Time out. 50 or 15?
15 million people.
Okay.
15 million people since when, sir?
Since
Total
Biden
immigration to
took
this
over
country.
first day.
You're close on the number. It's actually like 14.8 million. You're close on the number. But since when have we got that number?
Since Biden took over. You know
No,
that.
sir. That is 14.8 million people since 2010.
Oh, W Val in the chat.
That's not true at all. That's what I'm saying. That's why
No,
Democrats
sir,
lose,
that
because
is
they keep
true. No,
lying on
sir,
these
that
lies, man.
is true.
That's
That
not
is
true.
true. That is an
Can I
easy
talk
lookup,
now?
sir, from the
Can I-
DHS. Do you know who the
Sir.
DHS is, sir?
Sir, can I talk?
Who's the DHS, sir?
Can I talk now?
Who is the DHS?
You don't let me talk. Let me talk. Can I talk?
No, I asked you a question. Who's the DHS?
No, you are not doing
See,
the
I'm not
question
going to
here.
let you just spin
You got your
propaganda
time already.
because that's not going to work. Who is the
It's not going to work
DHS?
because you don't let me talk. You got your time. You got to let me have
No,
my
sir.
time.
You can talk about time all you want, but all you're doing is up here spinning right now because you can't win the argument because it's
I'm
not
not
true.
here to
Your
win nothing.
numbers
You
are
already
not
lose.
true.
I'm
Now,
not
sir,
here to win nothing. You already lose. You already know that.
sir. Let's be honest. Isn't it better that we all learn instead of just arguing? I mean, I'm trying to make sure this is actually a conversation worth having, right? Because if we're not really trying to go anywhere and it's just who can talk the loudest, then this is completely a waste of time, right?
100%. That's why he got to have his time and he got to let me have my time. He just had the 90% time here.
Okay, but for instance, if I say something that is completely bogus, I don't think I should continue to go on for 5 or 10 minutes.
Hughes, what is bogus? We got 12 million people before Biden took over. That's
The
correct.
numbers changed.
12 million people before Biden get over. Okay, these people, they don't have no document right now. I don't know if you know that. Okay,
Sir, you can,
like
when they're called
everybody else.
undocumented,
These
sir, when
people,
they're
they
called
don't have no
undocumented,
See, come on, man.
sir, no, because
Let me
your
know when I
number,
can
because
talk,
you
man.
don't
I can
understand
do it
how
like
it
that.
works. Because here's the thing, sir.
Going on,
how
Lex?
many people since Biden has taken office? How many people have been granted the time for a trial? How many for a trial for immigration? How many? The entire time of Biden's presidency, how many people have been granted an asylum trial?
Let me know when I can make my point, man.
I asked you a question.
No, that's the thing. You don't let me talk.
No, I asked you a question, sir. Questions don't come with you get to talk. Questions come with answers.
Okay, so let's do it like this. I answer the
No,
question.
let's answer the
and you let me
question.
talk,
No,
because you
let's
have been doing
answer
question
the
here.
question. Answer the question.
Okay,
How many
I'm gonna answer your
people?
question, but you gotta let me talk, man, because you're the one talking here. That's
No,
it.
it's a number, sir. Spit the number out.
Since Biden took over, you saying the border had been closed, right?
No, I've never said any such thing.
Oh no, so the border is open.
The
gonna
border
affect that?
is controlled by a set of laws referred to as Title VIII and has been since Ronald Reagan.
So who running the country? Immigration or Biden?
Sir, you're not going to answer the number. How many people in Biden's entire administration have been granted an asylum trial?
Okay, so you got a question. I got a question. Who's running this
No,
country?
you don't answer a question with a question.
Who was the border czar?
Sir.
Kamala was the border czar, or
There
you're gonna
is
deny
no
that?
such, sir. There is no such title in this country.
Oh, it's not border czar, right? Kamala
No.
wasn't the border czar.
No, I want you to go to our Constitution and find
Okay.
something that says "czar."
Man, it doesn't compete with woman, right?
Sir, again, what was the number? Here, I know you don't know. It's
What?
it's about 2.8 million people. Out of that 2.8 million people that have
Give me 1 second.
that have been
Hold it right
granted a
there.
trial,
Hold it right there. Hold it
do you
right
know
there.
how many people are going to get to
Hold
stay?
it right there. Hold it right there.
Okay.
Why you think I care about your numbers? I'm a regular citizen. I'm not a politician. Probably you don't have no job and you
Because
just learning
numbers are
everything from the
important,
book.
sir.
I don't care
No,
about your
sir.
book.
Actually,
I
you know
care
what?
about
The
the
funny
economy
thing
in this
is I'm
country.
actually working right now as I'm talking to you.
Well, that's good, but you better work because we don't have to have all these numbers
Sir,
to know
you don't need to worry about my job.
The meal is high, the eggs are
Sir,
high, all
you
the
don't need
prices
to worry
in
about my
Houston,
job.
Texas. I live in Houston, Texas. All the prices in Houston,
Sir,
Texas
I live in
are
Texas.
really high.
No, they're
because
not, sir.
You're Biden,
I live
sir.
in Texas.
Okay, me
I
too.
live in Texas. The
Me
lady
too.
that was just up here before me also lives in Texas. In
Well,
Houston.
You should know. We don't even have control of the police on this city, right? You
Okay,
should know
okay,
that,
okay.
right?
Okay, can I let me jump into this.
Yeah, because this is crazy, man.
I know. Now,
We got all these numbers and we fucked up on this country right
wait,
now.
come on now. We don't curse. Come on, keep it clean.
I'll take it back. Sorry.
Now, I'm here listening to this exchange, and what I'm struggling to understand is why do you fear this conversation? Because wouldn't you like to know that either you've won people over because you got the information and we're learning, or that maybe the information you have isn't the correct thing? Wouldn't that be the best thing for you? Right? W Rick in the chat. So
That's not the point.
so
That's
he's
not the
asking
We
if
can
we
have
if we're
we can
asking
have
you
all
for
the
numbers.
we can have all the numbers you want, but at the end of the day, when we go and put in gas, when we go to the store, man, everything is crazy right now. So I don't care about the numbers. I care
Gas
this
is
country,
$2.59 a gallon here,
this
sir.
country is filled out with a lot of people, even
But
from
I gotta
my own
stop.
country,
I gotta stop you
and they are
because
not here for
wait,
good.
wait, sir. So I gotta stop you because you say you don't care about the numbers, correct?
No, I care about the number, but I'm saying he's telling me about 2 million people. Who cares about 2 million people if this country has 15 million people illegal here? Because
What
you
other?
never knew.
Okay, but sir, this is the issue, and I'm glad you said it. If you don't care about the numbers, how do you measure whether or not you're effective?
I care about the number. The thing I don't care is this guy, he's talking here like he's a professor. When we go to the store, we don't need professor. We need gas low. We need prices down. We need police on this country, like Houston, Texas, is like crazy right now. So that's what I'm saying. I don't care about
But
your numbers
but
when we are destroying this country because Biden, man. That's what I'm saying.
So you care about police departments, but yet you want to vote for the guy that says he's going to give them full immunity.
You know what's going on in this country. You know who
Oh, you didn't like that? You didn't
defund
like
the
that?
police.
You didn't
You
like
know
that
who defund the
question?
police, right?
Didn't
You
like that
know
question?
who's caring about more transgender people than us, right?
Wait,
You know all that.
okay, sir. Here's my observation. When Val is you refer to him as a professor. I mean, to me, that tells me in your head you understand there's levels to what's happening in terms of the conversation, right? And that obviously what Val is saying is at a level you're not quite at, correct? Because that's why he's coming across as a
No,
professor.
that's the other problem. Democrats like to translate everything. Donald Trump says something, you translate. You just gotta get the information, get to the people. That's why we get the information for Donald Trump, and we vote accordingly. That's what we want. But you think because you come in here with your fancy word and your crazy numbers, like you professor, we don't need professor. We need people like Donald Trump to do the job. That's what we need here. So you
Sir,
can laugh,
did you just say
all you want, but that's the truth
that
at the end of the day.
education?
Most
You
of
just
these
said
I gotta mute him. I gotta
Yeah,
mute him.
sir. You just said that education in this country is not important, that knowing what's really going
Well, you
on
lose
is
because you
not
keep
important.
translating. You
You
keep
just
translating,
said that,
sir.
sir.
You
Those
keep
were the words that
translating
just
people.
came out of your mouth.
That's why
That's
you
what
lose.
you said.
I didn't say that. You got right now around 2,000 people on this line, and you just keep translating. That's why you keep losing, guys.
I'm not translating anything, sir. You're actually doing all the talking all for yourself. You
You
have
can ask
actually
it.
proven my
You
point.
can
So
even
here's,
ask your opponent here.
Sir, I'm blown away at the statements because it's almost like you don't even understand what you're saying. Because we all are active listeners. We're listening to the words you're intentionally saying and forming our own conclusions about what you actually mean. And you don't care about numbers. So how do you know if it's too much, right? Too many people in the country. You got to have a number.
Hughes, I didn't say I didn't care about the number. I
You
care
did
about
say you
my
did.
you did say
daily
that.
You did say that.
care.
So are
I'm
you
saying I don't care about this guy number
a,
about talking to 2 million people. That's a whole number. Okay. So I don't
Sir,
need a
that's the
number to
number of
know.
you
people.
started
Listen
off
to me.
talking about
Okay.
15 million people. So
Listen
if you
to me.
don't care if
Exactly.
you don't care about numbers, you shouldn't even introduce them into this whole
Hold on.
conversation.
Hold on. Listen to me. I'm saying this country has right now more than 50 million people. That's enough to me. Like, I don't give a damn thing about his 2 million because we already know we are 50 million people invading
Sir,
this country.
sir,
That's
I
all
want
I'm
you to
saying.
understand something. There's a math problem in what you're saying. We're a country of 350 million people, and out of the number of working people in this country
That's
that
the only right
that
number
can
I
actually
recognize.
work, sir,
350
we're setting, hold
million
on,
people.
sir. Hold on. We're setting right around 4% unemployment. Okay? Without those people, without the people that come across to do these jobs, we do not actually have enough eligible working people in this country to do those jobs. That has
So
been
that's
proven
why
in
you let
Florida. Hold
MAGA
on a
invade
second, sir.
America?
Hold on a second, sir. My turn.
Please.
We're also seeing the effects of this in Florida and Texas. You said you live in Texas. Do
Houston,
you know
Texas.
how hard it is right now and why insurance rates are so high in Texas right now? Do you
Really?
know why that is? Sir, do you know
Tell
why
me,
the
you're the one
average person
reading.
hold on, sir, listen. Do you know why the average person in Texas that their mortgage went up over $400 this
What?
year? This year, sir, their mortgage went up over $400 because of taxes and insurance.
Oh.
Okay, so, sir, when you come up here and you say that you want to talk about what's better for the country with deportation, a lot of this is because insurance companies can't get the work done for decent prices anymore. A lot of this is because supplies have gone up because of tariffs that were put in place by the orange Cheeto that you voted for. Okay.
All right, let me know when I can talk,
These are
man.
no, sir. These are actually real.
He's not even
There's a
president right now,
reason
and you
that
accuse
Florida
Donald
has
Trump
the
to do all this,
highest
right?
inflation in the country. These are the things that people like you keep coming up and talking about, and then
Yes,
don't
sir.
listen. Then
Let me know.
listen to
Let me know
me.
when I can talk.
Listen to me. Don't listen when Elon Musk himself tells you that things are going to get much worse. Okay? And also don't listen after the election when Trump told you, I can't lower grocery prices. I can't do anything with gas prices. And also don't listen to the gas companies themselves when they tell you, when they put out stories that we don't know what he means by drill, baby, drill. It ain't a thing. We're drilling at max
Okay, this is
capacity.
sound like a
Oh, and then
monologue
that's
right now.
followed up. Hold on, sir. And then that's followed up by Chevron coming out and saying, hey, we're actually going to start cutting drilling because of the policies that Trump is talking about putting forth, which means that's going to put thousands of oil workers in this country out of work. So, sir, when you come up here talking about this stuff, you may want to actually research it because there's real problems here in this country, real problems we're going to have to contend with. And I've got something to tell you. Immigration is not one of them.
W Val. W Val. Now, sir, that was easy for me to follow. And if there's stuff in what he said that
Because
you
you're
want to,
Democrat, Zeus. That's why. Can I talk now?
Go for it.
Thank you very much. First of all, Donald Trump is not even in power. So whatever you're saying right now in Houston, Texas is happening because your own Sleepy Joe, okay? Bidenomics. That's what happened in America. Bidenomics is a fraud. okay? We really destroying this country because you don't want to accept your president is a sleepy guy who doesn't care about America and is a lefty.
Sleepy.
Okay.
Are you going
All
to
you
promote the
wanna
Russian
do,
propaganda
man,
anymore? His name's Joe
interrupt you.
Biden, and sir, so you
Okay,
know it is
keep
actually
going with your program, man. You don't
President
let
Biden.
other people talk.
President Biden. Get it in your mouth or get the hell out.
You can do whatever you want. He's a sleepy Joe. He's about to go. Okay, you know that. Stop defending a
Yeah,
guy
Sleepy
who
Joe.
doesn't do
Sleepy
his job.
Joe's been kicking
Remember,
your ass a
you
long
remember
time, and y'all don't
Bidenomics?
like it. Here, sir, let's
Do
talk
you
about what
remember?
Sleepy
Do
Joe
you
did. Hold on,
remember?
sir.
Do you
Let's talk
remember
about what Sleepy
Bidenomics?
Joe did.
Do you
Let's talk
remember
about that. You want to
Bidenomics,
go
sir?
down this road, sir?
Sir,
Here,
you
it's time. It's
wanna
time to talk
you,
about what Sleepy Joe
all
did.
right, Bidenomics.
Okay, here we
Do
go,
you
We
sir.
got
remember
it.
Here's
We
what
got it.
Sleepy
Bidenomics?
Joe did.
Do you remember
Yeah, no,
Bidenomics,
sir.
sir?
It's my turn now.
You don't
My
remember,
turn.
right?
I'm tired of hearing
They don't
Sleepy
even want
Joe.
to say
Because here's what
Bidenomics
Sleepy Joe
anymore.
did.
You know why?
Sleepy Joe got this country back on track. Sleepy Joe put a package together for this country when he came into office without a peaceful
We're going
transfer
to
of
a
power.
monologue right now.
And
Well, we
and
heard what you had to say.
yeah,
You
we
said
heard what you had
sleepy.
to
You
say.
basically
No,
said
he interrupted
Bidenomics.
me. I
Yeah.
didn't finish, man.
Wait a
He
second.
Here
Hold
you
on.
go.
He
Hold on.
interrupted
Yeah, you're
like
going.
Okay. So you said, I think I
guess
heard
he
you.
got a big. I guess he got a bigger microphone.
Wait,
That's
wait,
why,
no,
right?
I
well,
did.
no, because you said Sleepy Joe like 3 times, and you said Bidenomics. I think we kind of understand what you were, saying, right? So you don't have anything else to say besides
That's what I'm saying. You lose because you keep translating. Let me talk, man. That's the only thing
what
I
else?
ask you.
What
You
else
got
do you?
20
What else?
minutes.
Okay,
I need my 2
okay,
minutes.
okay.
I know it's your program.
1
But he
minute.
talked
Can we do
20
it?
minutes in his big
Can,
microphone.
can we
And
do it in 1
I speak
minute?
it from my phone. You know what I mean?
Can we do it in 1 minute? And here's the thing: please don't use Sleepy Joe, all right, or Bidenomics or President Biden. All right, let's
Okay,
just
hold on.
1 minute. I'm
Bidenomics.
looking at the clock.
You the one invading Bidenomics. What are you talking about? You the one making Bidenomics. You
No,
supposed to be
because you were talking about what's going on in Texas, and the governor in Texas doesn't listen to Joe Biden. So you started out and you just made yourself look ridiculous because we all know Governor Abbott does not listen to Joe Biden. So whatever's going on in Texas, I would start with him on the way down. That's how I look at this. So let's not bring up Joe Biden and Bidenomics. Stick to the issues, all right?
All right.
You got anything else? Okay, he's muted, Val. So you want to pick?
Same. I mean, you don't want to talk about Bidenomics, right? So I guess this is a monologue. Let the guy talk with his big microphone. It's okay.
Jealousy's a bitter pill, brother. Just saying. I don't know what to tell him, Zeus. I mean, this is a guy that's come up here, wants to pull the ladder up down. He wants to make immigration the largest issue in this country, and it's not. The largest issue in this country right now is people not paying attention to corporations. People backing the wealthy. People backing the wealthy. People backing billionaires. Okay, this is the problem in this country. This has never actually been an issue before, because I can tell you right now, through most of my life at 59 years old, at every election I've been through, both parties have usually been against ultra billionaires. Okay, through most of my life. Now, when you want to back billionaires, it is the stupidest thing in the world, because what you're really saying is you want to back the policies that hold Americans down.
That part.
The tax policies that hold them down, the tax policies that add debt, the tax policies that do not help the actual American individual, the tax policies that have lost us 20% of the middle class since the 80s.
Yeah.
This is what you're actually backing when you back billionaires.
Okay, I got a last question, Zeus, because I don't want to lose your time and everybody here time.
Go for it.
If you people, Democrats, so smart, why we want everything on this country? And I'm saying like an immigrant, because I'm from Venezuela. I live in this country 30 years. And I see what's going on, right? You got 70% of the media preaching your Kamala, and she lost like nobody else lost before. So what is that, sir? The big microphone, he can speak now.
Sir, okay, hold on. Let's get rid of the media question before you do realize that number's actually reversed, right? You do realize that the media has actually pushed and told Trump's story 70% of the time. Kamala only got about 30% of news stories in. That's actually
That's what I'm saying, you're lying.
No, go look it up.
No, we already
Sir,
know that.
these are easy lookups. Go look it up.
Even my own channel in Spanish, this preaching your
Sir, you said
Kamala.
you've
And
been
even
here
though with
30
that, she
years.
lose.
You
You know
said
that.
you've been here 30 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you came here right at the beginning of CNN and Fox News, correct?
Yes, sir. I went to do my tour in CNN. They were the best in Atlanta. I went there. Right now, they're a loser.
Oh my Lord, I don't even know where that comes from. But sir, do you know what was in place before Fox News and CNN?
In place, like another TV broadcast.
There was actually a set of laws in place that actually guaranteed that our news was fair. Do you know what it was called?
No, sir.
It was called the Fairness Doctrine. It guaranteed that in political campaigns that every candidate got equal time. So if they told a 2-minute story about one candidate, they had to tell a 2-minute story about the other candidate. It also guaranteed truth in advertising, sir. You know, since you say you live in Texas, and I know you saw this commercial with the almost 90-year-old veteran with no legs on it, claiming LGBTQI issues on one of our candidates here. That was entirely false and played over 10,000 times.
Wow.
In our media. These are the things that the Fairness Doctrine would not allow. When we talk about media, we need to understand has both sides, and I said this earlier in this live, has both sides. Our media is shit right now.
Keep it clean. Keep it clean.
Okay.
Got you, Val.
Sorry.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, our media needs to be cleaned up. Our media needs to get fair for both sides again. It needs to tell the stories that are real and talk about real policies and get rid of identity politics. Period.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, sir, I think that from what I've gathered here and listening to you, you have to be willing to go deeper into the understanding and getting that research, all right? And you shouldn't continue to fight us when we're telling you the truth. Do you now understand a little bit more today how you voted in your own worst interests? I still am trying to honestly, and you haven't made it make sense to me. How could a person from Venezuela, one of the countries Donald Trump continues to target and demonize, even though he signed that executive order deferring the deportations? Am I right, Val? Is that what he did?
That's what he did.
Okay, can I tell you something about that? Donald Trump is the one president helping my country. He did on 2017, 2018. He left Guaido, talk on the Congress. Do you remember that? And after that, he gave it $2.6 million back to my country. So you know what happened with that money? The opposition took it. So they are the really bad people in my country. The government is worse, but the opposition is even worse than that. Okay? So now you had a little information from my own country.
So, okay, I get it. He's helping Venezuela. He doesn't say that when he's campaigning, he's helping Venezuelans. He's talking about you are emptying out your prisons and your mental institutions into this country. You know what I'm saying?
True. That's true.
That's what he is saying. And he's not acknowledging the fact that a lot of those people who are coming into the country, they were fleeing the government. Because obviously the government there is corrupt, like you just said, right?
Yes, sir.
And so these people aren't really bad people for the most part. Maybe I know you got some bad actors, but you got bad actors.
Right.
You got bad actors everywhere. So you come into the country, and it sounds like you've assimilated, right? You've taken on the culture of the United States. You're championing some of the, interests that we have, and you look back at your people and you go, yeah, I don't think they deserve an opportunity here.
That's not true. That's what I'm saying. Democrats translate everything we say, Donald Trump says. That's why you keep losing.
Well,
if you keep doing it like that, you're going to lose all the time, my friend.
Well, I want to help you understand whether or not you think that's what you're doing. It is what you're doing. And a lot of people are now living in fear in this country. A lot of people who are in the Latin community. All right. And the reason they're in fear is because they understand that what you think and what's really going on out here are completely different. All right. There's real racism in this country, and whether or not you want to acknowledge it is irrelevant. And there are going to be people who are going to be harmed intentionally or unintentionally as a result of Donald Trump's policies and his rhetoric. All right. And you're emboldened, and you're actually emboldening them. All right. Because,
Do
huh?
Zeus, do you know I'm black, right?
I don't know that.
Well, I'm telling you right now. You can tell it by my picture. I'm black. I'm Latino. I'm proud to vote for Donald Trump. I guess from my heart, he's gonna do the best like he did on 2016 for this country. I really believe that, my friend.
Sir, Obama was
You
president
really
in
give him a chance to
2016.
let do his thing on 2025. That's all I'm gonna say.
First off, sir, Obama was president in 2016. Trump didn't come into office till
You're
2017.
right.
Black.
2017. You're completely right,
So,
sir.
so sir,
I'm black.
I want, yeah, yeah. I'm going to skip over that one.
You don't need to skip over that one because
No,
we
but
talking
what
about
what is
racism
that?
in
What
this
is
country.
what when you said I'm black? I was going to let it go, but then it started. Then I started having to do it, and I said, what was that supposed to? What was I supposed to? What were we supposed to? Because there's people in here
Okay,
listening to this.
let,
What were
let
we
me
supposed
tell
to
you.
get from that?
Let me tell you. Most people in this country, they're racist because they say Donald Trump is racist. He don't like black people. He don't like Latino people. The next thing you're gonna say, he don't like his own white people. Okay, so we don't care about colors because we are people. Everybody on this country, me even coming from outside this country, we got rights. We got constitution on this country. Because of that, we believe he's gonna do a great thing for black, white, Indian, any kind of people. So when I'm saying I'm black, I'm proud to be black and believe in him. That's what I'm trying to tell you, my friend.
I'm proud to be
Really
black.
proud.
And I'm proud. Let me make sure I heard what you said. You said I'm proud to be black and believing in him.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm still trying to get over the fact that he's a black man just said that he doesn't see color.
I don't see no colors. I see people. Everybody's equal on their God eyes. That's all I care. I guess we supposed to be on the same page on this, right? We don't care about color. We're supposed to about
No.
people.
Now
Oh,
you
No,
want
sir.
why not?
now you want to be a Democrat.
What are you talking about?
When it comes to being black, you want to be a Democrat.
No.
Okay,
I'm
then,
saying we equal.
but
You're the same people like me. You only have different thinking like me. You think different because you're Democrat. I think different because I'm MAGA. That's all it is. But at the end of the day, we're supposed to be brother and sister, black, white,
No.
and any colors. That's what I see on this country. But
Oh.
the rhetoric they talking about always about color. That's why divide us. That's the way I see it.
Sir, do you understand? I'm a white man up here, and do you
I
understand
already
why
see
I
your
see
finger
color?
on your big
Do
microphone, my
you
friend.
understand why I see color? Do you know why I see color?
Probably because you're racist.
No, sir. Because if I don't see color, I don't understand the struggle.
Okay,
that's
you got a
real.
point.
That's real. So this is deep. This is deep. This
Really
is deep.
deep. Really deep, my friend.
What you've done, I'm gonna be honest with you. You've committed a treason against your own self.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You keep translating. That's why you keep losing. Because
You
got
put
people here hear me what I'm saying. You translate
no, but
because it's your
no,
program. I
'cause
understand that part.
you said you trust Donald Trump to have
Yeah, I
your
do.
interests, your best interest,
Okay, what is my base entries?
and
What
you
is
are,
my base entries according with you?
and then that trust is due to you acknowledging when you look in the mirror. I am a black man in America, and so because see, I go there too. I go in, and
I'm
so
proud to be black in America.
okay.
You gotta know that.
But so you've programmed yourself to believe Donald Trump cares about you as a black man and Latino.
Yes, sir. 100%. 100%. You said it right. Thank you. That's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
What is wrong about that?
Yeah.
What is wrong about that, Sue? Let me know. What is wrong about that?
I don't know, sir. Let's just look at the man's history. Why don't we do that?
Well, before he came down to the
No,
letter,
no, no, yeah. Before he came down, yeah.
with
Before
every
he
black
came
people
down, the
That's insane.
of the
escalation.
country, right? You know that before he was.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, before he came down the escalator, sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. If you don't want to look at his history, let's look at his recent. Who did you put as the head of HUD?
Put a head of what?
Who did he put as the head of HUD?
I don't even know what is that, man.
Housing and Urban Development.
Development.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I guess it's a gay people. You can laugh everything you want.
It would, sir. It would be a black man. Do you know what that black man is actually considered in this country? He's like one of the top. Hold on a second, sir. So you understand the stupidity of this? This is the only one on his cabinet so far, by the way.
So what's the problem?
Hold on, sir.
We got
Hold
Latinos.
on. Hold on.
We got women.
Hold on,
everything,
sir.
Everything
Hold on,
you
sir.
talk about Donald
Sir,
Trump against
hold
that,
on.
he got it in his cabinet. You know how
the
we
man that we're talking about is the head of HUD, sir. Hold on.
The Avenger. They're the Avenger, the future of this
Sir,
country. His cabinet.
my lord. My lord, let me finish.
Sir.
I know you got the bigger microphone, man, but let me
hold
go.
on.
No, this isn't about microphones.
This ain't about microphones, sir. I know you have a genitalia issue with your, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know why you keep bringing it up.
God. Now you're gonna go there, right?
So, sir,
when you lose the debate,
sir,
you just go to I'm a homosexual.
Debate,
it's okay, you can call me homosexual.
No.
That make you feel
No. See, there you go translating. There you go translating again. Stick to this,
sir. Do you know what that man that he put in the head of HUD actually does?
Come back, sir, please. This is a wild show. This has been wild. And I'm almost afraid to go any deeper into the mind of a Trump supporter after stuff like this, to be quite honest. It is crazy.
That's the truth. You want to know the truth? That's the truth.
No, actually, you know what, Val? Actually, I think
that's the thing you don't want to hear Zeus in your program.
No.
Yeah.
Why not? Sir, we talk to you all the time. Sir, would you put one of what is considered the best neurosurgeons in this country as the head of housing and urban development? Or would you maybe think about putting him in charge of something that makes sense?
Okay,
like our medical issues.
Let's do this because
like HHS, perhaps, right? He could do some work where he could do the work RFK is supposedly trying to do, right?
So
I mean,
why you got people on Biden's cabinet dressing like women where they are men? That's even crazy than we're gonna have with Donald Trump. Why you got? What is that? Can you answer that?
Why do we have?
You know what, sir? Okay, listen, sir. Sir. I'm going to help you out a little bit. Donald Trump is tricking you because he's making you look at things like that, while at the same time taking advantage of you.
Go to Europe and see the cabinet dressing men like women. That's normal in the world.
Yes.
Telling me, Zeus.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care how a person dress.
Really?
No.
So you don't care if your kids seeing the government a man dressing like a woman?
No.
Tell me the truth, man.
I'm being honest with you. If you buy something and you want to wear it, or your parents buy it for you, and you feel good wearing it, by all means, listen, sir. And the reason, sir, I'm gonna go one step further. I don't care what bathroom you go into, use it. Because I'd rather you use the bathroom than to do it on yourself.
That's what you lose.
Yeah, what I care.
That's what you lose, my friend.
So I'm glad I lost you.
Democracy. That's what you lose.
I'm glad that I'm losing you. Listen,
1,500 people on this program.
Listen, I'm glad that I lose you when I say stuff like that, because when you go and then jump off the cliff for Donald Trump, I don't feel bad about that, because that's exactly what's going on here. You're basically saying I would rather jump off of a cliff and end myself than to actually become a person that's able to process and understand that the world around me is changing.
No, sir. If you go to Africa, they don't have men dressing like a woman, because why?
Well, why don't you? I don't want to say it, but I got to. Why don't you go back to Africa?
Well, I don't have no problem, man.
Why haven't you gone?
I plan to visit.
No.
Real men.
No. Go back. and I hate to say it because y'all know what this sounds like, but I got to go back to Africa.
Sir, I gotta ask this question, sir. Are you under some kind of broken opinion that there is no transgender people in Africa?
Give me 1 second, man.
And I go one step further, Val. It's probably hitting a lot closer to home. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Silence.
I just hear
MAGA.
here on my computer working like you're saying too. So I just want to make sure, I'm not on any kind of drugs. I'm black. I told you, I'm black. I'm Latino. I'm proud to vote for Donald Trump. That's what I'm gonna tell you. All right. So you can laugh everything.
Val,
I don't think either one of us questioned what he said, did we?
You can laugh everything you want right now, my friend. You see
Sir,
already.
the difference
I already told you.
the difference is, sir, is you felt like you needed to prove that, and neither one of us actually questioned it.
Lord have mercy.
Well, I know you're happy now. You see my face.
No, I'm not happy because
Latino,
what?
voting
No,
for
sir,
the best.
hold on. You just tried. This is the problem that we were talking about a second ago, sir. You took an
You gonna
issue
translate
that
again,
affect.
sir?
Hold on a
You
second,
keep
sir.
microphone?
Sir,
You
hold
gonna
on a
keep-
second.
You gonna keep translating with your
You took an
microphone again?
issue that
Go
is
ahead. I'll let you
actually
talk now.
only less than 1% of our country, and you tried to make that the issue of our country. When we have real
You make it an
issues,
issue when you put those flags on my White House. You make it an issue when you go to New York and you put all those
On your White House?
On your White House, sir. Hold on,
I'm not
sir.
making that issue.
Hold on, sir.
You're the one making
Now
that
you
issue,
stepped
sir.
it. Now you stepped into it, sir. Do you think it was
There it
good
is.
when they flew a Confederate flag through the White House? Do you think it was good when they took down the American flag from the Capitol building and replaced it with a Trump flag? Do you even
No, sir. I
understand
don't
what
think that's
that
good
means?
either. I
Sir,
don't think that's
now
good
when you
either.
talk about flags,
American flag supposed to be respected for
sir,
everybody.
the flag, hey, hold on, sir. This is an old quote, and you need to actually hear it.
Wow.
For this country to be great, the flag can't be its only symbol.
Well, I don't like LGBTQ flags on my White House. I don't like
First of all,
on the
you don't-
school. I don't like that in everybody private stuff.
Oh my
you're supposed
gosh.
to keep it private, sir.
Listen.
You can be whatever you want because this is a
Good thing.
free country.
You know what?
But
Good
when
thing
you
is
put your
this.
flag on my White House, that's inviting my
Listen, first of all,
privacy. Okay?
sir, I'm gonna say something to you, and it's gonna sting. That's not your White House.
Well, whatever you're saying.
It doesn't belong to you. So no one's putting flags on your white. No
I
one's
pay
putting
taxes, sir.
No.
Taxes. I pay
What?
taxes. You too. That's
And-
all White House.
It's not yours, correct?
It's all White House.
So
The word would be
That's American.
ours.
That's
The word
American
would
White
be
House. You know that.
ours. The word would be ours.
And guess what, sir? I'm an American before you, and I probably pay more taxes than you. That's my White House more than it's your White House. So I do what I want.
So now,
No. It's a
now
pecking
we're
order.
deciding who's making more money?
It's a pecking order, and you're at the very back. That's just how this country works, bro. And you know that I'm telling you the truth because we're both black. Now, I gotta
Listen,
wrap this
I like
show
the
up.
fact You call me bro because I'm your brother.
Yeah,
Okay?
but you're one of the ones that gets in trouble a lot. All right, stay in your place, stay in your lane, and don't ever come here in the United States from Venezuela like you did and think you get to call the shots because you don't. You understand this?
I'm not. I just
Okay. By the way, he ended up getting flagged by the TikTok gods. I think that we'll take that as our cue, Val. All right.
I like it. I'm gonna drop down, sir.
All
Enjoy
right.
it as usual.
All right. W Val in the chat. Thank you. I didn't do it. I did not do that. I am so sorry that we all had to do this. I had no idea that the show was going to go that direction, ladies and gentlemen, but it's Friday. What else do you expect, right? You all deserve a round of applause. Seriously. You all deserve a round of applause. I want to give a special... actually, I got to get up out of here, but before we do, hold on. Meredith, it's your birthday today. You thought I forgot. but I didn't. And we got to celebrate a birthday today in the kingdom. Good morning, Meredith. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I am all right. Are you staying out of trouble? You're staying healthy? You're staying
Staying out of
safe?
trouble.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you could get into a lot of trouble out here on these TikTok streets, you know.
Yes.
All right. Now, I was going to bring you up, and we were supposed to exchange and have some conversations, but you know, we got it carried away with that previous guest.
Yeah,
So
he was fun, wasn't he?
he was definitely when he turned the camera on. I knew it was serious on his side when he turned that camera on. All right.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously, I hope there are some people out here that actually listened to what we were saying and you know took away some facts. Now, it's your birthday today, correct?
Yes, it is.
And you got a lot of love on this app. A lot of love. People have been telling me it's her birthday, Zeus. And you know, you told me as well. And so you know what we do. We take care
I
of our
appreciate it.
family like you wouldn't believe it because a lot of people say we spread a lot of hate on this platform. We don't spread hate, we spread love. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to celebrate my good friend Meredith's birthday. All right. And you know what we do? Get those gifts out. All right. And do what you can if you can. And sing along as we do this. All right, let's go.
I heard it was somebody.
Thank you for all you do, Meredith. All over this app. All right, let's go. Hey, hey, another birthday, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we do. Happy birthday. Let's go. One of the best places to celebrate. You know what we do, ladies and gentlemen. I love you. Thank you so much, Meredith. Let's go.
Everybody bring it close. And it's lit. Best day of the year you can't miss.
Let's go.
It's coming in. And my parents raise my allowance, yeah. I'm turning around.
Hey, 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 hey. Let's go.
Today is your birthday.
Hey,
We gon'
turn up, turn up.
Today is your birthday.
Hey,
I know you're so proud. Today is your birthday.
we gotta go out here and celebrate. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we do.
Cut the cake, yeah, we gon' sing.
Happy birthday. One of the best places to have them, actually. This is what we do on TikTok. We talk politics and we celebrate birthdays. My man said, Dada Jones, I see ya. Big Dog, I see ya. Beverly, I see ya. Alter Ego. Sergeant Reggie, my man. Happy birthday. There it is. All right, this is what we do. Hey, LT, Houston, let's go. Let's go, Reddit. I love you. I really do. Go Pittsburgh. Is that what they said? Someone said, go Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's go. This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Dolphin, thank you. Heaven, thank you. Where else would you rather be than here on the show with all of us? One big happy family, all right? Thank you. Alter Ego, thank you. All right. All right, well, listen, you have a lot of love out here, which means that, you know, we're in a good place as a country, as a people, especially on TikTok. I know there's a lot of people on both sides. You know, we might not agree, but we come together like this, all right, and celebrate moments like this. So thank you, Mary.
Discover your new Honda right now at Dublin Honda.
Hold on. Any plans today?
My best friend is up this way. She's a progressive adjuster. She's doing a claim, and then she's gonna grab some dinner and come over for lunch. And then my nephews and sister-in-law are coming over.
Oh my gosh. And who's doing the cooking?
The Outback Steakhouse.
Okay. Shout out to Outback Steakhouse. Make sure you get a lot of good food in you, all right? And if you do get photos, make sure you share it with all of us, all right? Because we love to see how people bring in their birthday. It's almost the new year, so it's interesting. Your birthday is right around this time. You get to go from Christmas to your birthday to a new year all at record time. Yeah, wow.
I appreciate it. It just, this whole birthday just means a lot because
yeah,
I don't know what's going to happen ever. So
yeah,
glad
but
to be here.
and we're living in the moment and enjoying it with you. All right, so keep up the great work. All right, I know we kept you up a little past your normal time. Well, it's normally past my time slot, but I'm glad that you were able to hang out and stick around with us. All right, I appreciate it. All right, and keep us updated. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, this is my good friend Meredith. W. Meredith in the chat. Yes, All right. Now listen, I got it.
I don't know who he is, but he sent money to my Cash App. Thank
Woo!
you.
Got a lot of love. All right, a lot of love. This is what I'm saying. All right, we do get tough on politics, but when it's time to spread love, we do it like nobody else. Trash bait, knock it off. All right, well, I got to get up out of here, Meredith. All right, I'm well.
Great day, Zeus.
All right, you too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go again. Once again, it only happens here on this show. I don't know how, but it does. All right, I really do. You all, every single one of you who stayed around. To all my subscribers, gifters, moderators, and panelists, thank you for once again helping to keep this show exciting, engaging, and entertaining. Without you, this really wouldn't be possible. You do deserve a round of applause. But I also have one last round of booze and shame to give out, and you know exactly who this goes to. This goes out to all of the Zeus haters out there who we all know suffer from an extreme case of Zeus derangement syndrome. Believe it, it's a thing. They get on here and they promote misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the war criminal he is. And they promote just complete nonsense and hatred, all right, that comes from their orange cult leader, Donald J. Trump. Trust me when I tell you this, folks. These folks, I want to say they're the worst of the worst and the scum of the earth, but to put it simply, these folks have lost their mind. Let's give them a huge round of booze and shame. They've lost their mind.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok streets. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you all Monday. Hope you enjoyed the show, seriously. I did. If I enjoy it, then you know, that's a different level. But I really did. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Shay. Have a great rest of your morning. Thank you, Ann. Cole and the day. Shout out to Q-Dog. Shout out to Nutty Professor. Alright. Shout out to all of you. Mr. Incognito. Bounce. You all hung in there. And that guest who got removed by TikTok, you know who you are. You gotta quit turning on your camera and triggering people because they're not looking good. Snuggles. Cece said that she wants that steak. And you better pay up or I'll tell your mom. You know how I do. Hey, yo, let's go. Thank you, Stella. Let's go. Gotta connect those dots. You gotta be able to connect those dots, alright? Because if you can't, you're gonna have a problem. Woo! Love your show, I love you too. And he got schooled, sticky fingers. My sister Cabria. care of your brother. God bless you. Thank you seriously. Cold as the dead. Hey. You love the show? Well, it's a team effort, to be quite honest. I do what I do, but you see some of the guests that come up here? Oh my gosh, they do a number on these Trump supporters. Like, you wouldn't believe it. Hi, Rio. Nice to see you. Long time no see. My man, Q-Dog. Mr. Incognito, thank you. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You know what we do over here, Queen. You saw that? You better be able to do it like that. Where's my man Curtis at? You know who you are. Curtis, are you there? Where's Curtis at? You know what we got to do before we get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. We got to do what? Drill, baby. Drill.
We're gonna drill, baby, drill. We're gonna be drilling so deep. We're gonna be, for these guys, we're gonna drill. We're gonna take out so much money. We're gonna pay down our debt. We're gonna lower your taxes to
you know that.
insane asylums.
You gotta be able
You know,
to
they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill. We're gonna frack. Drill was a frack.
Hey!
Lots of big energy. Because we know she's gonna bang. We know she's gonna bang.
Go ahead, Reggie. Get the drums out.
Stacking against all the stuff and then
all the stuff and then
all of a sudden everybody went to Africa. When she was dead and killed in the past, she said, I like fracking very much. Look, they always go back to what they want. They always go back. She can't help it. She's a radical. Left one. She can't help it.
And we're gonna end that and we will frack,
and drill, baby, drill.
We're gonna drill, baby, hey, keep on. Y'all better get out there and start drilling like your life depends on it.
We're gonna take out so much money.
We're gonna pay down our debt. We're gonna lower your taxes.
Insane asylum.
You know they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal. Drill, baby, drill. We're gonna frack.
Drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal.
Gotta be able to do it like that.
Drill, baby, drill, drill, baby, drill. We're gonna drill like it's Hannibal.
Hannibal Lecter. You gotta drill like Hannibal Lecter.
Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? We're gonna lower your taxes. Deep insane asylums.
Deep insane?
You know, they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal.
Hey, you gotta be able to hit it like that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Lower your taxes.
Deep insane asylum. You know they go crazy when I say the late great Hannibal. You gotta do the whole thing. Hey! Drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter time. Woo! We're gonna lower your taxes. Deep insane asylum. No, they go crazy when I say
the late great Hannibal.
We're gonna lower those taxes. We're gonna pay off your debt. We're gonna slash and dash them like Freddy Krueger and Jason all in one movie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta get out of here. Little Miss Curtis, I knew you would like that. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, Curtis. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta get up out of here. Take care and stay safe out there in those TikTok